Live. Yeah, you better
Hey.
get going.
Rebecca, you ready?
Okay,
we're live.
All right, we're live.
All right, we're live. Okay. What's up, peeps? We're the hard factor. We're the hard factor guys here. At least the fatter ones of us are. And then we have PFT there.
Hey.
So pardon my take.
Yeah, you better get
So
going.
thanks for
Rebecca,
joining,
you ready?
PFT.
We're
Absolutely.
live.
You
All right,
guys,
we're live.
All right,
made
we're
a very
live.
generous
Okay.
offer, which is show up
What's
and
up,
drink beer on a
peeps?
Friday night.
We're the hard
That was
factor.
pretty busy.
We're the hard factor
A lot
guys
of
here. At
options
least
that I
the
was thinking
fatter
about
ones
getting
of
into
us are.
tonight.
And
Yeah.
then we have
Team
PFT
parties I
there.
was going
So
to go
pardon
to,
my
the
take.
bars I was going to
Yeah,
crash.
you're
So
Thanks for
Rebecca,
joining,
you ready?
PFT.
you guilted me into
We're
drinking
live.
beers. You
We're
guys,
live.
All right,
made
we're
a very
live.
generous
Okay.
offer, which is show up
What's
and
up,
drink beer on a
peeps?
Friday night.
We're the hard
That was
factor.
pretty
We're
busy,
the hard
guys.
factor
A lot
guys
of
here. At
options
least
that I
the
was
fatter
thinking about
ones
getting
of
into
us are.
tonight.
And
Yeah.
then we have
Team.
this power hour. We're gonna be drinking beers.
Hey
turning
guys,
up, having
one
fun.
rule
Parties
is
I was
if
gonna
you
go
see a
to,
cat,
bars I was gonna
you gotta
crash.
drink.
Uh-oh.
That's
All right,
fact.
everybody drink.
Everyone's
Hey,
got to
You
drink.
started.
We're the hard
There's
factor.
a cat.
We're
There's a
the
cat.
hard factor
There's a lot
guys
of
here.
options.
So you have to drink anytime there's a cat. And also, we're gonna start the power hour as soon as Pat gets the clock going.
I got the clock up here. Well, Will, can you explain what the rules of a power hour for those that may not know?
Yeah, I can. So power hours, you drink a shot of beer every minute for each minute for an hour, 60 minutes. So that's 60 shots of beer. It's about 7.5 beers in an hour. Do what you're comfortable with. Drinking is like gambling. Don't do it irresponsibly. Make sure that you're being responsible. But play along. We're gonna have fun.
Different
And,
cat.
Yeah. Oh, drink again.
Oh, another cat. All right.
Mm.
All right.
By my count, that's 2 cats.
Mm-hmm.
I recommend
That's a pair.
to those of you guys who are new to the power hour, I recommend pre-opening your beers now.
Yes.
Yes.
You're probably going to
Yeah,
go through
you
about
could do
7.5 of them.
You could do that, or you could just drink beer like a normal human being.
He doesn't like the fizz. He hates that little bubbly stuff.
This
Okay,
is too
so
much for
back
Pat.
to
Yeah.
the charity. The reason that we're drinking these and we're turning up while we're locked down is because we're trying to get money. We're trying to raise money. I think that there's a shirt somewhere on your frame there. It's the Lockdown Turn Up shirt. Okay, that shirt, not only is it beautiful, it sends a great message about what we need to do right now. We need to lock down at our houses, but still have fun. Look out for the other people in our community, and 100% of the proceeds from that shirt go to Meals on Wheels. And Meals on Wheels is a charity that brings meals to needy people in the community. And that's going to be more important than ever now that the coronavirus is being passed around. People need safe shit to eat. So it is all to a good cause.
Not everyone can get out to the grocery stores and pick up that curbside, which you should be doing curbside. But yeah,
Well,
it's good.
let me
It's a
ask
good
you
cause.
this. Wes,
Yes, sir.
are you doing something different for the power hour?
I'm not drinking right now, currently. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? But right now I'm sticking to milk. I was going to do a shot with you guys, but I also have about 9 different kind of cookies over here. So I'm going to do a little dunking instead of shooting.
Are you going to do a cookie a minute?
No, I'm going to drink. So I've got this. I've got a backup. This is 52 ounces of Fairlife milk. And,
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You're doing a power of milk.
Yes,
Are you doing a sip every minute?
Pretty much, yeah.
What type of milk are we talking about there? That's the Jim Harbaugh power hour.
This
What
is
it?
two.
Are we
This is
talking
2%.
2%. Not bad.
That's
Ultra
not bad.
filtered.
We crunched the numbers. That's like 11 and a half glasses of milk.
It's a lot of milk.
You're going
That's
to
a
throw up.
shitload of milk. Yeah.
Hey, say
Yeah.
milk again. Say milk again, Mark.
Oh, because I said MELK? Who the
Milk.
fuck cares? Milk.
No.
An elk with an M in front of it. I don't give a fuck.
Is anybody
Hello.
else doing a special one besides just the regular beer? Anybody?
I'm just drinking a bunch of different local beers. I got Austin Eastsider seltzers. I got Austin Peacemakers, Austin Beer Works. I got Ranch Rider Ranch Water, which is like a tequila and water. I've got a variety of local beers and drinks because I'm
Okay.
trying to support local economy.
I've got a local craft number right here. It's called Bud Light, and it's very tasty. This can actually looks a little bit too nice right now because I'm used to seeing the can that was on Dana's can, which is the
Brazilian
shitty
beers? That
tattoo
one was
version.
cool looking.
That
Yeah.
one was, I think, a little bit cooler than this one, but this is still good. Bud Light is perfectly fine beer to be drinking during a power hour.
You said that it's craft. The guy at the 7-Eleven told me the same thing, told me that this was local and craft.
You guys
You're-
are
Well,
you guys are
Bud Light,
suckers.
it is a fine beer. Well,
What do you got?
speaking of
Will, what is that?
Speaking of supporting local business, I went out to a fine shop in Reno here called Mellow Fellow, and they hooked me up with 5 different sandwiches. So I'm going to try to eat as many of these sandwiches as I can. A listener left us a voicemail earlier this week. They said that because we're so fat, that it would be funny to watch us eat on camera. So I think there's like YouTube people that make a living off of this.
Yes.
Anyways, I'm gonna try it out tonight. I'm gonna be as fat as I can on camera for you because it's been requested.
Now,
While I drink the beers.
Are you taking a bite a minute, or are you going to do both the drinking?
No. I'm gonna drink the beers because I like to drink beers and I like to wash down my sandwiches with some beers.
So the W's, Will and Wes, are going to throw up tonight.
Yeah, this is pint glass number 1 here. I'm gonna let you know when I fill my pint glass up. All right.
Yeah, well, I got a trash can. Don't worry.
Have you made preparations for when you vomit?
Yeah,
Will, you have a trash can, Wes?
Immediately.
I have 2 large dogs here, so I'm not worried.
They're just going to eat the throw up.
You're gonna eat it up. Yeah, that's smart.
Yeah,
I mean, Leroy sometimes eats his own sick.
I got carpet. That's not. I can't do it.
Drink when you see Leroy. Drink every time you see Leroy.
There he is.
And guys, we're about to get started here.
Breath is stinking.
Real quick, Robbie says in the comments, I've had an awful few months leading into into 2 of the past hardest days of my life. Really appreciate you guys doing this. Bless. Look, Robbie, we're doing it for you. We're getting drunk on camera for you,
That's
Robbie.
right. Those days were horrible, but now it's time to lock down and turn up. So
here's the deal. If hopefully we gave you enough time to get your beers in your shot glass. PFT, can you give us a run of show and who's going to be joining us throughout the evening?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think first of all, we're going to be joined by Big Cat in about 4 or 5 minutes here. We're going to check in, see what he's been up to in the cat cave, locking down on quarantine. I think you'll find that he's been just staring at a blank TV where sports should be and just wishing that sports was on TV. But we'll get
a lot of people doing that.
Then we got Hank and Rhea, the new biggest celebrity TikTok stars out there, are going to be joining us and telling us how they've been spending their power hour.
Hank's going to be a big TikToker.
Yep. Honk. Honk Lockwood's joining us. Yeah. Then we got, I think Large might be after that. Marty Mush, Kate featuring Spork.
That's going to be drinking with the cats.
Joining us.
That's more cats.
And then Biz Nasty says that he's going to be joining us at the end of the show. We'll see about that because I don't know if Biz knows how to connect like a remote internet video feed, but we'll find out.
He might be busy.
Also, he might be busy, but I don't know how he's going to look like Biz on the front-facing FaceTime camera with that schnoz of his right.
Also, we got to ask how the Bumble activity has slowed down for him. I mean, it's got to be a game changer. The coronavirus.
Bumble,
whatever. I don't. Raya. What is it?
He's Raya. Yeah,
Raya. It's Raya. Yeah, which is like so dumb.
Look at me. I'm eating a pile of sandwiches. I'm never going to be invited to the thing. I don't need to know the name.
Yeah,
is that a Reuben?
You can get on Raya. Well, you just got to get rich. Anyway, so you guys see this counter behind me? This is going to be our counter. And every time you hear the Macho Man Randy Savage say, "Oh yeah," that's when you need to take a shot. It's going to be every minute for 60 minutes. This is what we're doing to turn up while we're on lockdown. Again, that's why it's called the Lockdown Turn Up Broadcast Power Hour, because we have this shirt. I think it's down here. There's a link to it at the Barstool Sports store. And if you go to it, you buy it, 100% of the proceeds are going to Meals on Wheels, which is a very important charity to get old and disabled people food.
Permission to get serious for a second?
Yeah.
Please.
There are a lot of people that are losing their jobs. And if they're not losing their jobs, they're being laid off from their jobs, or they're not able to go into work. People in the service industry, all that stuff, whether it's older people, there are a lot of people that are having trouble out there. So if you buy the shirt, this is one way to help them out. Please give it a shot. Even if you don't buy the shirt, there's a way to donate as well. If you're not into the shirt, if you don't feel like spending that much money on it, if you're going through a hard time, maybe you can give what you can. But
I think
let's get drunk and do some good. Oh,
I think nice. Biz has a shirt too, I think.
Yeah, Biz got one going.
Losing their jobs. Mm-hmm. We have Big Cat joining us. How you doing there, pal?
I can hear the delay on Big Cat's thing.
I'm early.
No, that was me.
What is it? What does Pat have?
He's got a space helmet on.
Hey, Big Cat.
It's for quarantine, Big Cat. It's for quarantine.
By the way,
I haven't gotten a chance to thank you for bringing the heat on my Delta Airlines post, which was very nice. I got 2 phone calls from Delta Airlines, both from a blocked number with no return number. And then I guess they figured it was going to die down, but they made an effort.
They're scared of me. What are you eating?
I got a stack of 5 sandwiches from a local shop. I'm trying to support local businesses. So make sure that they're getting enough money, and going to try to eat these during the power hour.
He's got probably I'd say 12 to 15,000 calories.
Yeah. You have every single 20.
Yeah.
And
But
Wes is
Big
taking
Cat,
shots
I
on
ordered
milk,
these
too.
from Amazon a year. Like I've been on a cadence where they just get delivered to my house last year, and we just keep not hitting skip next thing. So I have just like so many. I should probably give some of my toilet paper away.
I think
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the biggest psycho move on Mark's part is that he buys quilted northern in bulk.
It's very
Toilet
soft.
paper. Quilted northern is that's like homemade toilet paper. It's awful.
Well, that also is like clogging like three wipes toilet paper, right?
Right.
Like that's
Is there toilet paper
Well,
that doesn't do that?
Yes,
Because every toilet paper I use seems to happen. I don't know.
I'm at about a 33% clog ratio. I'd say.
Should we start
Um,
the power hour?
Yeah,
let's
let's
start
start
the
it.
power hour.
Big Cat, you
Yeah.
gonna be drinking with us?
I got the Sun Sips, our new sponsor, Sun Sips.
Ooh,
Nice.
that's
Ooh,
good,
nice.
everybody.
Oh, high noon. Yeah. Those are delicious. That's vodka. There's vodka in that.
All right, guys.
Are those
this
are
be
really
a-
new sponsor?
Yeah, it is. For the rundown, and it was supposed to be the sponsor for March Madness.
Nice.
Hmm.
Shot.
Those are good.
All right, so this,
I didn't
this
even
should be a 10,
realize. I
10 second count off.
Did you guys realize this? That all the other seltzers are beer?
They're
Are
malt
they?
beverages. Yeah.
Yeah, this is vodka.
That's the only vodka one, right?
Yeah, that one has
malt.
vodka and it's good.
They just
Tastes-
sent us a
tastes
bunch
good.
because we're doing the rundown. So thought
But
I'd
it's-
High noons are good.
It's not like 40%. It's like 5.5%. So it's not going
Yeah.
to kill you. Yeah.
All right.
Delicious.
Wait,
I
that
like
wasn't the
The
first shot.
power hour has begun.
Okay.
Oh shit!
I just
already
took my first
took my
shot.
shot. I'm gonna
So,
do a
Big Cat,
sandwich bite for my first one.
What have you been doing to keep yourself entertained? I told the guys you were probably just looking at your TV where sports should be. And just
Well-
willing sports to start coming on.
The most depressing part about my living room is I've often tweeted it out, but I have 3 TVs. I have a big TV and then 2 TVs below it. And the 2 TVs below it are pretty much exclusively for sports, and they just haven't been turned on. So it's a
That's
constant
bad.
reminder. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at blank TVs. I turned it on Wednesday night to watch the 2011 Big Ten championship game when Russell Wilson and the Badgers
Yeah.
beat Michigan State.
Did that do anything for you?
No. The Gus Johnson's call got me a little,
Mhm.
but I also watched week 1 Saints versus Texans today.
Mm.
Do you have like
doesn't do it.
flowers,
That
like
doesn't do it.
like at a funeral, like at a tombstone? Do you have like flowers by the TV?
I should.
Yeah, you
I
should.
should.
I do like that it's respectful though, like
Mhm.
leaving the TVs blank until sports comes back onto them. It's like a half-mast flag. That's good.
But I saw you started a season and you created a coach.
Yeah, Gus Duggerton. So I bought the minute they canceled.
Great last name.
Thank you. The minute they canceled the tournament, I bought an Xbox 360 and was like, I'm just gonna play all the old college games. Oh, look at that
Mm.
cat.
There's a cat. Every time there's a cat,
Oh,
you got to
shit,
drink.
You got to drink.
That's a big cat.
Oh, yeah, what's that
it's-
cat's
it's-
name?
That's Indy.
So I'm the Toledo OC, and I put up 90 on FC West. I'm the number 2 offense in the country, so that's pretty cool.
Why do you want
Nice.
the Rockets? What was with the Rockets? What made you choose that?
All good coaches start in the MAC. Nick
Right.
Saban, Urban Meyer.
True.
I'm pretty sure Woody Hayes, Bo Schembechler.
What's his contract though? I mean, there's no way he's going to stay at Toledo after like when
he
his
should.
contract's out.
He should actually be a lifer at Toledo, just offensive coordinator. Like how mummy style, just stick around.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Shot.
You guys missed a shot when you hear the
It was-
Macho Man Randy Savage.
It was great though, because I'm mentally like very weak. It's fun to watch how mentally weak you can be because I won the first week. I shocked Florida in the swamp, number 10.
That's awesome.
Week 2, I threw 6 interceptions and a loss to Mizzou because I was just like, I
Oh,
got
shit.
this.
Ooh.
Trap game.
Yeah.
Can you have the coach like fly off the handles? Can he get like ejected?
I don't know. It was just so classic. Like, how did you actually just get a trap game when you're playing a video game?
Did they have the rumble thing shaking on you like the stadium was fucking you up?
Yes, when you
Yeah.
when you start playing bad as the quarterback, yeah, and they
Mm-hmm.
like do the question marks for the receivers, so you don't know who you're throwing to.
That was good.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
might be on
What-
coach. That might be on Coach Doug's though. Like after it, pick 4.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no. If you don't get your kids prepared for a game like that, I think you do have to look at the coaching staff.
Shut
Oh no, I just
There you
throw it deep every single play and just throw coverage.
Oh, that's all
Like
you
that.
do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, 4 verticals.
You don't,
and then
you don't-
scramble if there's not a 4 vertical.
You don't change the stats on players illegally, do you?
No, I don't do
Okay.
that.
All
But I did do so. Week 3, I had FC S West, and I put up 1,000 yards passing and 90 points. So it skewed my stats a little.
We had a friend we used to play Madden with way back in the day, aging ourselves a bit, but he would like trade players and change them to the names of the players on the team. So he had like Michael Vick quarterbacking for like the Giants or whoever. And I'm like, wait a minute.
No,
You're like,
not
Eli Manning
Charlie
is
It's not,
not
even,
black.
it's not even the right skin color. Yeah.
No,
like,
you
what's going
know
on?
what he would do?
Switch out
would,
Vic for
would,
Batch. Charlie
Yeah.
Batch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he would put Michael Vick on the Steelers and then change
Yeah.
Charlie Batch to
That's
Michael
pretty
Vick, and
funny.
we didn't know.
I-
And he would kick our ass constantly with that. But yeah, just looking at the screen right now, it really does make me realize how Big Cat is like a composite character of all of you guys.
Yeah, a little bit.
With terrible lighting, I need better lighting in my home studio.
Yeah, it looks morose over there. So what's going on? How can you turn up with a baby in the apartment? How's
Yeah,
that
you
work?
can't. You can turn up pretty much from the hours of 8 to 9:30
Mhm.
in the morning,
Okay,
Okay.
like
Pretty sick.
11 to 2:30,
that's pretty
and then
good.
again at like from like 4 till about 7 when he goes to sleep.
See, that's ridiculous because turning up is about continuous time that you're turning. Like you can't turn and then stop and then turn up again.
Hold on one sec. I got a
nice.
Stella issue, and the
Okay.
baby's sleeping. I'm still here.
That's exactly prime example.
What
And
sandwich
the
is
dog-
that? Is that
The dog is
sandwich?
trying. The dog is trying to
Work
turn up.
yours.
This is number 2.
You're already, slow down. You're already on sandwich 2?
No.
There's
This
another
is like
Leroy
this is
appearance.
half 2.
Oh, drink. Every time you see an animal, drink.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
there
and it's
he
a
is.
minute.
There's a
and
good
it's- and
boy.
it's on a minute.
I'm having a tough time not eating and continuously drinking this milk and eating
Yeah.
these cookies.
Wes, you're gonna get to probably like 20 minutes just drinking nothing but milk, and it's gonna
It's
come
gonna be
straight
tough.
up.
Yeah,
How much
That's
milk?
nice.
How
Baby
much milk have
formula.
you housed so far, Wes?
No, I'm only not even halfway through this pint, but I've been drinking a lot of milk my whole life. I'm gonna get through that bottle, no problem.
You're going to have irregular bowel movements the next 3 days.
Stella.
Are any of you guys
with some
starting to go
Stella?
like stir crazy right now? Are you starting to like hallucinate
Oh,
at
yeah.
the walls in your apartment or cabin
Well,
fever?
Hopefully
You gotta get
last
out
year's
once in a while.
All right, I'm
hopefully
back.
last year's thing. This time last week I was in the ICU and my mom just got out an hour ago. So cheers.
Hey,
Um,
cheers to that.
Congrats,
to
congrats.
that.
Cheers.
Congrats
So,
to that.
So
I've only been stir crazy. I've only been inside for like 5 days.
Big Cat, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
As a medium sports guy, you being a serious sports guy, are people really watching old games? And what is that doing for you?
No.
No. I mean, it's more like so today the NFL Network was playing games like from week 1. They were doing every single week, game of the week. It's more like if you pass it on your TV, it's like a novelty, like, oh my God, look at this. Look at the colors. Like, oh, I'm
Yeah.
gonna-
that green.
you don't seek it out, but if it's on, you'll stop and look.
But it's
I
like
just-
it's like
Yeah.
The field, the court, they had Kobe on the other day. I was like, God damn it.
it's like eating fake steak after the apocalypse. Like it's not really steak.
Or,
Why even do it?
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's human meat. Yeah. The just Pantone of green, like the grass green on my television screen is really all that I need. Tonight the Aussie Rules football is playing, so that's
What
nice.
time?
We got the Dockers are playing against somebody. I just remember the name Dockers. I have no idea what channel
Guys,
it's on.
I gotta break in real quick. This is a fried chicken sandwich. Absolutely delicious. Absolutely.
Is that a tuxedo sweatshirt?
Long sleeve tuxedo tee. A limited
Oh, I
edition.
thought that was. They should make a tuxedo hoodie.
Will's going to start
That's true.
sweating soon.
Yeah, I've almost puked almost twice. So
I mean,
already
start.
I'm on track.
It's pretty early for that.
Sandwiches.
So Big Cat, how are your provisions in New York?
My provisions, I haven't dipped in. I like bought a bunch of stuff on Monday because I got like for the 15th time the fake text message saying we're about to go to martial law. PFT, I think
What is that?
15 of those. And so I went and bought a
Very well.
bunch of pasta and stuff, and then I just haven't done because like everything else is still open. So I'll go to
I
the
did.
Right.
bodega or like get Grubhub or something.
You
So-
can
been
still
feeding
go out if you
Stella?
keep your hands clean. I mean,
'Cause-
you got it if you go quick runs or whatever.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Well, are you guys still doing like breast milk and formula, or is it baby food now? Like, what's
Whoa.
the deal?
It's formula and baby food.
Oh, yeah.
So is there a run on baby food, or like
We have
babies
enough.
getting starved here because of the corona? Like, is the
We have a bunch of formula, and then Stella's food is some fucking, I don't know, it's some like farmer's dog, like frozen food that's pretty good.
I accidentally ordered Leroy small dog formula food, and so he's got a big bag in there of like the tiniest kibble. It just
Has he been
goes like
shrinking?
between. It just goes between his teeth.
Right, he just sucks it in. It doesn't even hit his
he
teeth.
just drips it. He just like spills it out of his mouth all over the apartment.
That was a mistake.
Provisions are fine. I bought a bunch of candy and I have it in my a storage unit just in case, because like I was thinking about it, if shit really hit the fan and like I couldn't, like I wouldn't want to die without candy.
Right.
That's a good point.
But how much you put in your storage unit? That's quite a bit of candy. And
Right. It was a lot of candy.
Like what are we talking?
Like bulk, like
basically what you would do if you were buying like for Halloween for the neighborhood.
Are we talking
for the
about
neighborhood? Do you mean
bagged
like
candies?
all
Or are
the
you talking
kids in
about
bags?
like the nuts things where you can like twist the M&Ms into a bag?
Like the small, like this, a bunch of fun size, everything you could think
Okay.
of.
Right. So you just cleaned up like after Valentine's Day.
I'll tell you
Right,
one place
exactly.
that's not practicing social distancing is grocery stores.
No,
are not-
No,
I was just
No,
in there.
people-
Not at
Oh
all.
man.
And here's the thing:
Right.
if you try to give a couple feet of space in the line between you and the person
You
in
get
front of you,
you get a look.
someone's cutting in front of you. You're
Yes.
losing that spot.
Happened to me
People
today.
don't understand what you're doing. You should almost like have like a little laser pointer that you put on the person in front of you, and like that's your line. You are not getting in between me and that person.
There we go. Nella Wafers, baby. That's a throwback.
Did you guys tweet this is live from anywhere? I forgot to retweet anything that's
I
live.
tweeted it on my account.
I retweeted the Hard Factor news, but I don't know if you guys tweeted out that it's live. I'll do it again.
I think we did, but we have like big cap. It would be yeah.
Are
I
you
got
saying
it.
no one's watching?
No, I
I
always
think-
remember to retweet something as I like hop on. I forgot.
This is pretty cool. Lolo Jones just liked the live stream tweet.
Nice.
And she doesn't even follow me. So Lolo, hey, never seen your name pop up before.
Hey, Wolf for charity.
you're-
Thank you, Lolo.
you're a
Thank you,
hurdler.
Lolo.
Lolo,
Hey,
join the live
Large.
stream.
Large.
Look how small Manila wafers are these
right.
days.
There we go.
Crock of
Cat-
shit.
Big Calf, you want to head back to the fam?
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Large.
Cheers.
Where did,
Thank you for joining us.
Where's Large?
Thanks, Big Cat.
He's in the bottom. You can't
There
see
he
him.
is. Okay.
There's
We got,
Hank.
we
here
got
too.
Hank
There's Honk.
and Large.
Oh, I don't see anyone. All right. I'll see you
Go to
guys.
go to grid view later.
See, Big Cat.
Go to
Hank
grid view
and-
in the top.
Hank and Large, can you hear us?
Yes. Can you hear
What's
me?
up? Yes.
I hear honk.
There
I don't
we
hear
are.
Large.
Large, say something.
Another. Hey, you guys playing? It's the
I
the
see 'em.
drinking game. What's up, Rhea?
Hey,
Hey,
Rhea.
guys.
Time for another drink.
What are you guys drinking?
Sheesh.
Wine.
White sheesh.
Nice.
No
White
Grieco.
sheesh. Ooh, LeBron.
With
Little LeBron.
Pinot Shishio.
Mm.
How are you guys turning up? How are you holding down?
honestly, I haven't been bored once. I could say that wholeheartedly. I have
How?
not been bored once.
Nice job, Hank.
Good work, buddy. Good work, buddy. Hardest working man in showbiz.
That helmet. Hard factor Pat.
Yeah, I mean, well, if some germs try to get near me,
It's pretty sweet.
Wow. Yeah,
See what I'm
Oh,
saying?
that's pretty good.
and guys, let's be honest, it's not gonna be long before we all have to wear helmets around. So I'm just getting used to it.
Do you think?
I don't
This was a
know.
little
It's gonna
tight on me.
no. It's gonna be like 2 weeks, hopefully, and then we can like go back to doing normal shit again.
I don't know.
I don't.
I like
Like,
that-
wait, like, how many
Rocking the
weeks?
Magnum.
I can't eat piles of sandwiches every Friday night.
Yeah, Will's eating 5 sandwiches, and Wes is drinking 11 glasses of milk tonight for some reason.
Large-
the milk.
People
Mhm.
ask. Yeah, people
Off
ask.
the
Some,
booze.
some of the listeners asked. They said because we're fat, it would be funny to watch us eat as much as we could on the
I
live.
think you just saw one comment and you just sandwiches. I don't
Yeah,
know what the fuck
It
you're
was a
talking about.
voicemail into the show.
No,
He,
and-
it was a
Will,
lot
I
of
don't
work.
want to stop
for
you
this
because what Will is doing, which is pretty cool, is he's patronizing local Reno, Nevada restaurants. But
Yeah.
dude, Will,
He's keeping them in business.
Voicemail didn't say what you think it said. Go back
Yeah.
and listen to it. It
No,
by
I'm pretty
no
sure.
means said that they wanted you to eat on camera.
I dare you to eat
It said-
5 local sandwiches.
said exactly that. That's what I remember. It
Large,
saying.
can you hear
That's
us?
that's like when Marty lightly suggested that I wear a dress for the Bazillion Beers wedding. I was like, I'm wearing a dress now. Everyone wants me to wear a dress
Yeah,
for this
exactly.
wedding. Like, yeah.
You got to run
Dare you
with
to
Kid
jerk off
joined.
3 times and eat sandwiches.
That's a
Oh
shot.
my
And by the
God.
way, if you're
Cheers.
just joining us, every time you hear the Macho Man Randy Savage, this is the clock here. It's a shot of beer every 60 seconds, or Large looks like he's drinking champagne.
The Large has the champagne of beers. It's the
Whoa, what is
it's the
that,
High
Large?
Life
He just
Magnum
disguising it
bottle.
as Minute Maid.
Oh, High Life Magnum.
Wait, that guy is West, not large, right? Am I missing something here?
Wait.
Oh,
Right.
go to
Yeah,
Gridview.
Wow.
Oh, wait.
That's like
wait.
me and a few
Okay.
Wait, did Kate's
later
cat
on.
go into his screen?
Yeah, I have 5 cats, honk.
Yeah, you guys
Wow.
got to go to Gridview.
You got to drink if you see a cat.
Who's your favorite?
So I
that's a good
want to
question.
hear what Large is saying, but I don't think Large.
Large
you know
hasn't,
that we
Large
can't
hasn't
hear
figured
you.
out. Large hasn't figured out the part. Large, go to the bottom. Go to the go to the bottom left. The microphone thing on the bottom left of the screen. Hit the little
Troubleshooting is
arrow.
great content.
I
Hit the
wonder
little
how
arrow
these
next to the
Large
microphone.
broken
and
when he
choose your
forgets
little
that
blue
the top
microphone.
button is on.
Yeah.
Large can take it off and just.
PFT.
Shot.
Oh yeah, PFT. I
What's up,
forgot.
I made you something.
What is it? Oh, that's beautiful.
Is that a boner dog?
Pussy ass bitch.
Pussy ass bitch.
Let's see, that's a bitch.
That's very
Hey,
nice
Kate,
for you.
Hey, I made you something too.
Oh,
You
You
fucking suck.
God, no, that hurts. She's
Tears
not
are
wrong.
funny.
Are you
Rhea, how long
that
have you been
coloring
working on that
book
coloring book
from-
for?
What'd you say?
How long have you been working on that coloring book for?
I just got it today. I started about an hour ago. It's called
Where?
Fucking Adorable. And it's
Oh,
just
it's good.
all curse words. With,
It's a mean
color.
coloring book. Look at this
Yeah.
inappropriate shot glass. That's a Mexican
pretty
couple
sweet.
69ing.
I got him that in Mexico.
Yeah.
Rhea, I got to ask you a question. Are you
Yeah, what's that?
excited about Listen to Your Heart, the Bachelor music spinoff that comes out April 13th?
I'm excited about it because I feel like since the Bachelorette's postponed, we need Bachelor on at all times. Except I think it's something where I'm acting excited, and then once it starts, I'm be like, this isn't that good. I'm not gonna watch it. Like
I
I
think
don't
it's gonna
think
be a
I'm.
total train wreck.
Yeah, I don't think I'm really excited. I think
Old
I'm
people
faking
aren't
my
hot,
excitement.
like yeah. It's
I
like,
bet when you watch it though, it'll be good.
About like singing.
Could Love Is Blind ever compete with The Bachelor?
I don't really like Love Is Blind.
Almost
that much.
like.
I think that's
Love is Blind is going to take the Bachelor over.
am I still dead?
No, you're good. Large is
Oh,
here.
there's
He's
Large.
back.
Yeah.
He's back.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't let Hank influence your takes on Love Is Blind. It's a great program.
I go back and forth. I didn't really like it that much. Like I liked it enough to continue to watch where it went, but it didn't really entertain me as much as everybody else.
They're gonna have a big
Can you
budget.
explain-
Season 2, they'll have a bigger budget though. They'll have a huge budget season
Right.
2.
Rick, can you
Good
explain
point, but
what
I
Hank
think
was
it's
like?
because,
I'm just
Do a physical recreation.
When he was
let's just
trying to
say-
watch Love Is Blind?
okay. Every 5 seconds, like he would not just like watch it and
Well, the people were the people were upsetting.
no, but casually
Yeah,
like rolling
that's
your
true.
eyes, he would genuinely slam on the couch. I was like, relax. It's
Right.
not
Like when
serious.
Gianna told
Just say
her
that.
creepy fiance that it wasn't the best sex she'd ever had, like I broke a fucking window in my apartment.
Do you
That
guys
poor
remember
bastard
when-
Mark. Good God.
Yeah. Do you guys remember when Damien went on the helicopter ride with Gigi and that like turned his whole relationship around? They were just on a helicopter and out of nowhere he was like, I
Well,
needed this so bad.
Damien's
I just needed to get up here and go for this helicopter
Damien's a
ride.
murderer, man. Damien's got some red flags. That guy's gonna kill a few people in his lifetime if he already has.
Oh, for sure. He's mean. He's a mean guy.
Mhm.
Hi,
Can I
Ann.
come
We
in
got
with breaking news?
How you doing?
Yeah.
Hey.
Did you see this video that just came out with Ben Roethlisberger?
What is that?
Where is
Holy
that?
shit balls. That's Ben Roethlisberger. He just came out with this video and
Kate.
everybody,
There's no way. You made that. There's no way that's real.
I swear to God, this is Ben Roethlisberger. Breaking news.
Hey, Barstool Kate, thanks for joining the stream. Also, Large and St. Ann, thanks for joining the
Wait.
stream.
Hold that picture up again.
Yeah.
Okay.
It looks like it's a POV shot of him like going down on a Muppet.
He looks like he's Santa Claus.
And boy, don't I wish I was a Muppet.
Yeah, he looks like a dwarf from like the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, he
You got
does.
another cat. You got a drink.
Oh.
Large, what are you
Where's-
doing over there?
Where's Sport Guy?
So similar to the Ben Roethlisberger thing, I've been letting my hair grow out.
Oh yeah, it looks
You
kind of
fucking
fuzzy.
hippie.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm a a couple of weeks away from a pony, but that's what we've been doing. Otherwise, been drinking.
Hi, Ann.
I'm up.
Hi, how
Yeah.
you doing, Kate?
I'm up about 10
Hi, Ann.
pounds.
And
10 pounds?
Well,
10
Large, those chicken palms alone, if you guys finished them.
Oh yeah.
And I know you guys are trying to do the right thing by local businesses. So my place, Arturo's, is keeping the kitchen open. They had to let go of the bartenders and the waitresses, but they're keeping the kitchen open. So only takeout. And then when you get there, you can go behind the bar and mix your own drinks. And there's like more than like 1 or 2 people there, or 3 people at a time. So you can be socially distant, mix your own drinks, then you leave like money on the bar. So they're doing the right thing too. So Arturo's Park is doing right by the kitchen staff.
That's
amazing.
Are they doing
those people.
like liquor drinks to go?
No, that will be because they don't have a
That's a shot.
packaging license.
Yep, I ran into that issue today. One of the most famous
I
drinks in
think we
Austin,
missed a
Texas,
couple of beer shots here.
is a purple margarita, and it's from Baby Acapulco, is a local place, and they were giving free purple margaritas out if you took a to-go order, and I was going to go get one. It's got like Everclear in it. You're only allowed to drink 2 per customer. They're amazing. And the TABC, Texas Alcohol Bureau of whatever the fuck's, shut it down today.
Assholes. Not the time. Not the time, huh? You know?
Not the time.
Let
Let us
it
get
go.
our to-go
Arturo's
margaritas.
is doing the chicken parms the size of manhole covers.
Massive. I want to check in with Kate real quick. Oh, she just got up and left. Kate,
Hopefully she's getting the cat.
How many trains? How many trains ran tonight, Kate?
I'm back. So instead of doing the trains, I did Bob Ross. I put 2 episodes of Bob Ross on and painted so people could see Bob Ross and me painting.
Nice.
And somebody said, actually several people said, I would rather be watching a colonoscopy. But speaking of the drinks, one of my favorite local restaurants is delivering these to your door. They're like when the milkman leaves the little milk crate at your door with the milk cartons, except these are full of liquor.
Oh, shit.
So you put in an order and they have frozen painkillers, frozen like grape Kool-Aid slushy drinks. They have all sorts of different, I'm on my second one already.
They got Vicodin in them?
They got all sorts of booze in them. And then earlier today I went for a walk and I stayed away from other people. But a lot of the bars have windows open now where you can order booze and they just hand it out to you.
That's awesome.
I was walking around Astoria with like a mixed rum drink. Like, no.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's almost better now.
It's almost better. Yeah. Some
I feel
things
like,
are.
I feel like a giant pussy because when I went to go get this food, it was at a bar and I didn't ask for a beer because I was like worried that I would be breaking the rules.
Just the 5 sandwiches, please.
Yeah, just give me all. Just give me the
Hey,
9,000
we're gonna make
calories.
it a healthy night, so I'll just take the double fry and then the pastrami. And
I'm moving on. I brought out the second tray, by the way.
That's a shot.
So moving on.
I don't know if you guys.
Can you tell us what the fuck you said to this local business? Because you already made up that people wanted to see you eat on the internet, but I'm sure you told this local business you were going to eat
I said
7
hey,
sandwiches.
I said, hey, Mellow Fellow, it's a great place. Go get the sandwiches. They're offering at-cost meals for everybody in the service industry and all the medical people who are working all the time. But yeah, no, I told him, I said, hey, I want to eat a lot of food. Somebody asked me to eat a lot of food on the internet.
I like it.
You know what that's called, what you're doing, right? It's called a mukbang.
Really?
What's that?
Yeah. It's called a mukbang.
A mukbang.
Yeah.
What's that?
Rhea, tell
Where
him.
you just eat food and talk.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a thing?
Yeah, that's your
Will's
mukbang
doing a sandwich
now.
mukbang. I'm doing a cookie mukbang.
Yeah, Will's been mukbanging since he was on his mom's teat back in the day.
Eat food and talk.
His first words were more, as he was like latched on. If you're not eating and talking, you're wasting time. Hank, have you gotten Call of Duty yet or what?
Was it gross?
I got Call of Duty this morning. I've been real excited. Got a bunch of my friends' gamer tags, and this thing has been downloading for 7 hours.
Dude, it's such bullshit. Every time you try to fuck it, and just wait, Hank, you're gonna get the game. You're gonna go out. Well, actually, not during coronavirus, but you're gonna want to play it, and it's gonna be updating like another 6 gigabyte update you didn't ask for.
What do you got, Hank? PlayStation, Xbox? What are we talking?
Xbox One.
Okay, well, old school.
It's like 100 gigabytes. It's literally
Xbox
we're on an
One.
hour. Like I downloaded at 2:00. It's 8
Do
o'clock.
they know you're in quarantine? Do they even care?
It's crazy.
Well, I heard that YouTube was
You know,
also like
funny-
degrading the value of the videos because bandwidth is a big issue right now. Everybody's using the internet.
That's
He's
fucked
only
up,
wearing
man.
these to look cool right now. I was really confused by that. but-
Yeah, I'm confused. Rhea, you don't have headphones on.
This is not plugged into anything. He's just wearing.
Oh no, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. It's plugged into my Xbox controller.
Yeah, for later. You're prepped. That's like going out with a condom on.
When it finished downloading, it's gonna make a ding finally in your fucking ears. Like, Done.
Yeah, you
Well,
guys are gonna
took
look
me way
mighty
more
foolish
seriously
when
than
it
I had this
starts
on,
working.
right? Like I got in the thing and everyone was wearing headphones, spaceship shuttles, like
Yeah,
trippy
I
lights.
feel
I had to
kinda
be like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm putting a
Well,
hat
we're
on.
supposed to be turning up and then locking
Right,
down
so
to turn
if
it up.
you're just
Buy the
joining
shirt.
us-
Everybody buy the shirt.
The shirt below, 100% of the proceeds go to Meals on Wheels, and we're checking in to see how everyone's turning up while we're locked down. Because that's the important thing. You got locked down right now. You can't be selfish. You can't go out and have a spring break like this asshole behind us who said, if I get Corona, I get Corona.
Got a Joe here.
That's why there's like 9,000 cases of Corona in Florida.
Yeah,
Also,
Florida's
we've
having a
not
tough
been
time.
monitoring this rule, but if you touch your face, Will is going to smash the don't touch your
shit.
fist light, and then everyone
I've got
has
too
to
much
drink.
shit going on here.
You can stop
Yeah, I
eating
mean,
the
you're-
sandwiches at any time.
It's mukbanging.
PFT, I thought you were gonna leave it at Mark is gonna smash, and I was like, I don't think that's fun.
I'm gonna start. I'll
he-
slow down on the sandwiches. I'll
What's
amp up
that, Kate? She wants to see a
rule.
cat?
Look behind Mark. He is fully prepared to have an orgy tonight.
That's right.
Hey, Large.
Wipe it down.
Large, which one of your 3 properties are you at?
I'm at the original, the big one.
The original.
We're closing on this house. I don't know if I should say this. We're
You
closing.
shouldn't be in there if you haven't closed yet, man.
No, we're selling this one. So this house we're closing on. Like the people who are buying it, the husband has Corona.
No way.
We got to wait then. A couple of weeks.
No. We're going through with it, and they'd given us the list.
How's he signing?
After the
What?
inspection? And like normally I'd have like some blowback on it. Like, no, we don't have to do this. We don't have to do that. And I'm like, whatever they need to so we
So
can get this fucking thing done.
which room are you leaving the coffin in?
No, yeah. The 2 doctors who I shouldn't. I should.
Yeah. Too much.
Sounds like they're not very good doctors.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
all the doctors are getting sick. That's the bullshit part. Like, it
Yes,
sucks.
yeah, 2 doctors. So the husband has gotten it, and I just want to get this done, right? I mean, I want to get the
Large.
What's that?
I know you don't want to hear this, but you got to burn your house down,
Hey,
man.
Kate.
Yeah.
Like
Which
for the good of the community.
All right,
Right.
it's UV mode. Kate touched her face.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
You gotta
You
drink.
gotta
Kate.
drink.
Oh.
It's UV
Wait,
mode.
only Kate.
UV light comes on. That means I've detected a face touch. That person needs a drink.
On my iPad, you could.
So ever since we found out, we haven't met them, but and they haven't been here in weeks.
And we won't.
Walk through, but we're banging with condoms just in case. Otherwise, that's the only.
Well, hold on. I want to dispel this myth.
Whoa.
You cannot contract coronavirus sexually. A lot of people think you can. Take a shot. A lot of people think you can. It's the kissing that does it, not the penile to vaginal or vaginal to vaginal or penis to penis.
Right, being within
Yeah.
3 feet of
Sexual.
somebody does it. So
No kissing during sex anymore.
unless you have a 4-foot dick, you can't
Tom
fuck
Brady.
somebody
Well,
from
actually-
3 feet away.
I forgot PFT. When you make these Tom Brady jokes now, I can laugh. I just realized that because I was about to make one. I was like, wait, it's all fair game now.
Well,
What
yeah,
is-
Tom Brady's got one. His son has it too.
Right. Is that the joke that he's giving his son Corona?
I was like, kissing isn't sexual, and I was like,
No, you said
especially-
it was sexual.
Kissing is sexual unless you're Tom Brady. But then I was like, wait, I don't have to defend him.
Yeah, you
anymore.
don't have to defend him anymore.
Hank, welcome to the club. I'm glad that you're on my side right now.
How
You're gonna have so
is
much
it
fun
that he
making Tom
kisses
Brady
his
jokes.
kids?
So you can admit that it's weird.
Hank
Hey,
gets the best of both worlds. He gets all the championships, and then now he doesn't even have to defend Tom Brady anymore.
No,
The guy
I'll-
won't
I'll
eat
still-
strawberries.
No, that's not true. That's not true. I will still defend him, but
Why did he go to the Bucks? There has to be a reason that we're not seeing in the news.
I think-
Giselle wanted to get out of the cold.
Takes headphones off.
Giselle wanted to go to a beach, man.
I think it was Belichick. It truly, like, Robert Kraft's statement basically said it. Like, he was
If
like,
you
I
wanted to
still,
stay-
love Tom. I still deeply love Tom so much, and there's such a passionate bond between us. But like, sometimes the other wife doesn't. It was like
No,
such
he
a
said
weird-
something like, sometimes you love somebody, but then there's like a mother or a father who gets in the way, and ultimately it's never going to work out. So I
Yeah.
feel like that was alluding to Bill Belichick.
Like Peter's
I-
mom?
I think
Yeah,
Hank's
like
right.
Barb.
Yeah.
Bill
I
is
think-
Barb.
Yeah.
I think that there was some truth to those rumors that came out like 2 years ago, but they worked through their differences and they got to the Super Bowl and they won. But then like things just kind of, it was never really the same after that. And Bill was like, okay, I'm ready to move on. Tom was like, yeah, I'm ready to move on. And if you look at the wide receivers that they have in Tampa Bay, they're
So much
awesome.
better.
And there's
And that's the
nobody
other
that he was
thing,
throwing
like,
to
for-
last year.
They got 2 of the top. Chris Godwin is like as a number 1 anywhere.
And everyone wants to go play there. Everyone, like, Tom Brady's
Yeah.
gonna get all the praise. He's gonna be able to do whatever he
Well,
wants.
also, have you
I
thought
heard that,
about
Hank,
this?
that people are people are trying to go there now.
Have you thought about this? Tampa Bay, TB. I mean, it just makes sense, right? Now,
Tom
now,
Brady,
forever.
Tampa Bay, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Largest
Whoa.
calling you out, Will.
Whoa.
Oh,
touching the
Oh,
face.
touching his
shit.
face.
I did.
Do your duty. No,
Turn the
he's
fucking
doing it.
UV light on, man.
How did
Turn
I
the
do
UV
it? I thought I had two things in my hand.
He's doing it, you moron. Look
Large,
at
you
the
got a drink.
Molesting my face.
My bad.
Does anyone else feel like we're in a bad like sci-fi movie right now? Like this is how it's
When
gonna
the
be.
UV
By
comes
the
on,
way, bottle of Belvedere frozen
There
into
was a
a
horror
block of
movie
ice.
about the face.
Next level. Whatever. the
Next
fuck
level.
you guys are
What
doing.
did you do, Large? What did
So
you
I got the
do?
bottle
Large
of,
was touching his face.
bottle of vodka. I got the kids the thing of fruit punch. Once they were done drinking it, I put the bottle of vodka in, empty thing, filled up with water, frozen in deep freeze, ice
Oh, wow.
cold vodka, whenever you
There
want.
you go.
You
know what
son
kills-
of a bitch.
You know what kills coronavirus?
What?
UV light and alcohol. All right. So Large,
That's
you gotta
true.
punish yourself with some alcohol.
Hey,
Let's do
Rhea,
those
I'm
levels.
enjoying your impressions that you're doing of Hank tonight so much. Can you do an impression of exactly how it happened when you woke him up and had to tell him that Tom Brady was actually leaving?
Yeah, so we were okay.
Where were you? Yes.
We were sleeping. And I woke up and I looked at my phone and Fran texted me and said, "Oh no, Tom Brady, how is Hank?" And I was like, "Oh no, Tom Brady, what?" So then I went to Twitter and I saw the news and then I turned over to Hank and I tapped him and I was like, "Hello? I think you should wake up."
Tom Brady's arrested for having sex with his
And I
son.
was like, "There's some really bad news." And he was like, "What? What?" And I was like, "It's Tom Brady." And he was like, "What the fuck?" And then he didn't really speak after that for a while.
I would imagine that when you see like, oh, it's Tom Brady, or he hears you say, oh, it's Tom Brady, like his first thought might be, oh, he's got coronavirus.
Of course.
Or something like
yeah.
that.
It wasn't though. Like he immediately knew, and he didn't
Oh.
speak.
Oh.
He really didn't speak to me for a while
Wes.
after, because then I kept trying
Wes.
to film him.
Sorry.
Hey, Spork.
Rudy kept texting me like, "Can you film Hank for stool scenes?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I am a part of this company. I'm going to do what it takes." So I kept trying to film Hank, and he was like, "Are you kidding me? Why are you filming me during this time?" And I was like, "Well, Rudy is texting me for videos." And he's like, "You're going to listen to him?" I was like, "Well, I mean, you know what it's like trying to make stool scenes, because he used to make stool scenes. It's hard."
Yeah.
I was trying to help him out.
I love that.
Are you better? Are you better, Hank? Or are you still reeling?
I'm in full denial still. I don't like you said, we're in a sci-fi movie. Like this is how it ends. Like Tom Brady's not on the Buccaneers.
That's fair.
But the thing is, Hank, he is on the Buccaneers. And why? I think it has something to do with Florida. I'm going to throw that out there personally. It's a Florida thing. You're right when you said he's going to rule the city. He's going to rule the fucking state. I mean, like a state with that weak of an infrastructure and Tom Brady coming in there and putting
But he
together a
needs to
winning
win.
football
He'd
team.
need to win a championship to rule the
Tampa
state, I
Bay is
think.
delightful. My wife's from Tampa Bay. It's not a bad place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Strippers and
Why do you
and
think all the
wrestlers.
wrestlers live there?
That's right. Yeah. Why do you think Macho Man drove into a tree in Tampa?
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
why do you think all the wrestlers die there, Will? It's really the question.
It's such a
'cause they
beautiful
love it.
tree.
Because they party really hard in
That's
Tampa.
true.
Hey, Kate, what
Large. Oh, Jesus.
are you turning up with Spork? What's going on?
Large, you got to
Yeah,
stop
he
touching
just
that
left the
face.
scene.
bro.
He got up to grab a drink.
I'm gonna drink for Spork. I saw him and I forgot to drink for him.
He was
Me
here.
too.
I did that Stock Central thing with Dave.
Yeah. How'd he do?
The day that terrible. So the day that Brady had
Back
left,
week.
Dave lost $260,000 in his account, and we started stock. He lost 260. I mean, there's nothing wrong. He lost $250,000.
Holy shit.
Large, that's like half a property.
Yeah,
For you.
exactly. Yeah. Maybe one of yours. But so he started that. He started the show talking about Tom Brady. I was like, can we get to the part where you fucking lost $250,000?
Hey, he's got a matching. He's got a matching
Yes,
helmet.
brother.
Yes.
There we go.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I got a space helmet too. I might. Oh shit! You guys have matching ones.
Why the
Yeah.
fuck does everybody in this power have a space helmet? Just
What
I
if
have a
it's-
cloth. I have a cloth space helmet.
What
It's
if it
not
all
like-
turned
it's
out
not
we
a-
all
it's
had
not
the
a
same
sweet
helmet?
one like that.
That was sweet.
Weird.
Lars, one time after March Madness, since it is this time of year, there is no basketball. This was like the first year I was working there, and Dave walked in the office one time, and he walked past me with a garbage bag, literally a garbage bag full of cash, and like just walked out walked out the office, like gave it to his bookie, then walked back in. And I was like,
Oh shit!
I was like, what was that? And he's like, I just lost 10 Hanks. And like at the time I was making like $30,000.
Holy shit!
Oh no!
Christ.
Oh no!
Can I get a raise, please? I just lost 10. I just lost 10 of you. I was like,
How's that bookie just walking around town with 300K?
yeah.
That's ballsy.
In a black garbage bag.
Yeah.
Like,
I've seen people lose more money in a day, but lose more money when they're backed. Like, you know, I've lost more money than that in a day, but I worked for a company. Like for a guy to come in and throw, by the way, this is very tight. For a guy to come in and throw 300 grand into an E-Trade account, and he doesn't know the difference. Like he doesn't know what a sell stop is. Like he threw $3 million in the account and called me in that morning, and he was like, "All right, now how do I put in an order?" I'm like, you hit the buy button, and then you hit the amount.
You already had $3 million.
What were we buying there, Large? What were we buying, like mutual funds, individual stocks? What were we buying?
The thing is he doesn't want to do anything that resembles a derivative, an option. He just straight wants to play the ebbs and flows of single stocks, and he wants to attack everything from the long side. In the worst fucking correction that I've seen, and I'm 48 years old, so It's been tough sledding. And I guess when it starts to turn around and become more,
market, April he'll look like a genius.
So he wasn't shorting anything. He was
buying. He wasn't able to short anything. Like his E-Trade account had like margin issues, so he couldn't get anything short. So what he was doing was he was like, "Oh, Large, I just bought 50,000 shares of this stock." I was like, "Oh, cool. What do you want to do?" He's like, "I want to sell it $1 higher."
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, okay." He's like, "And I'll do that all day. I'll buy it and I'll sell it $1 higher." And then the market went down 30%. Yeah. He's like, "It's not fun at all."
But Large, if it had gone $1 higher, he would have made money on that trade.
Of course. And
Bro, what's the first rule of stock trading, Large?
What's that?
What's the first rule?
Stick to your guns.
No, you idiot. It's buy low, sell high. You know that.
Two cats.
So he's
two cats.
Double cats.
Double cats.
Oh my God.
Nice. The first day that he did it, Dan came by the office because Dave made like 60 grand the first day. And Dan walked into Dave's office like, "Hey, what's it like?" And it reminded me of the first time one of my friends smoked pot. We were all like, "Yo, what's that like?" And shit like that. And he was like, "Dan, it's awesome." And then the next day, fucking Dan was like, "Wow, that's what happens when you OD." So he's had like these rallies, and I think he's setting himself, if he keeps some money left in his account, he'll set himself up. And I think it's going to be entertaining at the very least. But it's real money.
Is he still going?
Yeah, he's still going. So I just got the kit. I have the kit on the floor for Sirius. So, but it's not for Barstool Breakfast. It's for us to do Stock Central on Monday.
So you
priorities, man.
All right, yeah.
Priorities.
That's awesome.
Well, hey, it's important. People need to still keep trading. It's probably going to be a good time in a month or two.
And people love to talk about their positions, and they love to watch Dave lose money. So it's
what's the
it
best
might be a
move
little
that he's
selfish,
made so
Large.
far?
I think you guys should do some education for maybe young people that are like bored and also trying to get in the stock market game, but have no idea.
I agree.
I'm trying to do that. Like, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit more on the educational front, and the calls that I take, I'm breaking down exactly what people are calling in, like talking about, just so everyone kind of doesn't feel like it's going above their head. And that way we turn off some of the hardos who are like,
well, hey, Large, let's do a little bit of that right now. I know that Kate's been having difficulties with her stonks. Kate, is there any question you want to ask Large about how to make sure that your stonks are doing better?
Not really, but I do love that Glenny Balls, he bought a bunch of Shake Shack stock.
No, he didn't. Glenn
he didn't?
came over to me. He said, "I have $840 in my account." I said, "Okay." Bought 50 shares of Shake Shack, 50 shares, not even a round lot, like an out lot. And then after he bought it, he said, "Can I talk about it now on the air?" He thought it would be insider trading.
Oh no.
Here's why he wanted to talk about it. I think he bought those 50 shares, and then for lunch he ordered Shake Shack.
Yes. There you go. Yeah, you got to believe.
But wait. But then he got the Shake Shack order the morning he buys these 50 shares of Shake Shack stock, and he's peacocking back over to open it up. Well, the cheese sauce got all over the bag, and he's like, "What the hell?"
Oh, I saw that video.
It was like a sign that
bad omen
had fucked up the cheese, so that everything was screwed. And it was like, that's why, Large, we need your help because we don't understand.
Jesus.
I do love his strategy, though. His strategy is like, I'm going to buy Shake Shack before lunch, and then it's going to peak right at lunchtime when people are ordering
The
hamburgers.
1 o'clock rush.
So he was going to try to sell it off that afternoon.
It's a 1 o'clock back rush.
Yeah, what is that called? That's just called meal trading, Large? What is that called?
Yeah, so yeah, it's a pick and shovel trade. So that day I had opened up an account and I traded the first time with Spider. Spider decided to open up an account. Patty opened up an account, and Glennie, who had and Dave. So 4 people have kind of been trading. So it's something to do to pass the time, I guess, until sports come back, and then they'll just drop me like a bad habit. But for now, like everyone has a curiosity about it, and everyone knows we're on the. I won't go deep into this, but we're on the precipice of an opportunity to buy stock.
Yeah,
at a dip that we'll never get in our lives.
Oh, for sure.
And no one's going to be able to catch this fucking falling knife, especially
Marty.
But if we all kind of keep a little powder dry, we can all make a little bit of money off it, and that's what Dave's counting on.
Large, you look like an executioner in like the movie The Witch with that like leather
exactly
leather crow's
Large,
beak on.
just so you know, Calvin Blair on the YouTube stream says you're looking extra sexy tonight.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate that.
Shout out Calvin Blair.
Hey,
Marty.
Hey, Marty, we can hear you.
Oh, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm in the shitter.
That's nice.
Mush, can I tell you, I'm a huge night owl, and I was awake at 3:40 in the morning the other night, right when you finally hit that shot, that ping pong ball shot. And it was like made my night. I was like, man, I can't sleep. I found your thing, and right as I tuned in, you hit the shot, and I was like, holy shit!
How fantastic was that? Great feeling.
Very good.
How many fellas? I gotta show you this creepy painting in my bedroom.
Okay.
There's little babies coming out of flowers.
Oh.
What?
It's
Marty, why?
I don't know. It's crazy. Every time I'm peeing, I got babies staring at me.
Disgusting.
Marty, did you just notice that?
Yeah, I did. It's my downstairs bathroom. I always pee upstairs. I finally went today.
It's like people that have the classy clown paintings. They think a clown painting could be classy somehow.
Do the flowers represent vaginas or comfort? I don't understand.
I don't know either. It's very disturbing.
What kind of flowers are they? They look like tulips.
Tulip.
Yeah, tulips, and that
was George O'Keeffe's last painting.
I'm more of a hydrangea guy.
Hey, Mush.
Yeah, hydrangea's not bad. I like orchids.
Welcome to the stream. What are you doing to turn up while you're locked down?
Oh, I'm going nuts. I have no idea what to do. I'm reading book covers.
Book covers.
I just downloaded Xbox something. I got nothing to do. I can't
read book covers.
Oh, you got Xbox?
I'm going nuts. I'm reading.
Yeah, I
book
just
covers.
got Warzone.
Let's go.
Is it good?
Downloaded already?
Yeah, we're playing with Kittle.
Oh, what the? Dude, I'm gonna get on.
Honk, you're missing out.
I've been downloading for like 3 hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
man.
really long. But yeah, I'm not kidding. I've only shit once since I've been home. I can't.
Why?
Go.
Are you not eating?
Are you nervous?
His body knows something's off.
I don't know what's happening. My mother.
Body's a barometer.
No, your body knows, like with no sports, it's like
When sports come back, you're gonna shit for a week straight, just nonstop.
Your body is just
You have to actually lose
conserving
your
everything
shit to
that you
lose your shit.
consume.
Yeah, that's exactly what's gonna have to happen.
Marty, so I fell asleep when you were doing your ping pong on the stairs thing, and I fell asleep at bounce number like 760, something like that, and I was so disappointed. But when I woke up, I saw the highlight reel. I got to be honest with you, I didn't think it was possible for that ball to fit into that cup. I didn't think that it was ever going to happen.
At around 600, I thought I was really screwed for the entire night. But
How many takes?
I don't know.
How many takes
what,
did you do?
what number was it that it hit?
977.
Wow.
Under 1,000, not
Mush,
bad.
For real though. I mean, I tuned in intermittently, but it seemed like, I mean, that's a pretty terrible average, brother.
Oh, it's terrible. Yeah. But it has to be a perfect shot. And then tomorrow.
Right. Did you see how small the receptacle was?
I mean,
Yeah, it was small.
Again, I'm shooting the ball with a putter into a gumball machine.
Was it a putter? That last time it was your hand, though.
Where did the gumball machine come from?
I've had a gumball machine my whole life.
He just discovered it in his bathroom.
How many times has it been
But
full?
it sat in your garage or something, though. You don't
Talk
use
about
it.
it. Wash your hands. Don't touch gumball machines the next couple months.
How many times have you actually got gumballs out of the machine?
Right.
Probably about 6 to 7.
That's it. Mush, where's your bird?
I'll bring it to him right now.
Yeah, please.
Hey, while he's doing that, buy the shirt. It's all for charity.
We're about to
The
meet
shirt.
Rudy.
Shirts down here.
Everybody,
Rudy,
buy the shirt.
Rudy.
Buy the shirt. 100% goes to Meals on Wheels for people.
Meals on Wheels. Feed the needy during the coronavirus.
Mush, will you wear your Falconeers glove that we got you, please, while you're handling Rudy?
No, he hated that fucking thing. He got bit through it.
Yeah, Rudy didn't like our glove, unfortunately.
He got bit straight through the fucking glove.
Wes, how many glasses of milk are you on right now?
I'm on pint number 4 right now.
Are you in pain?
Pretty good.
It's getting a little bad.
Back in the day, I did a Barstool challenge where I was trying to gain 200 to get to 200 pounds, and I tried to drink a gallon of milk a day.
This is egregious. Hank, UV mode.
It's just all over his face.
Hank, drink.
We don't touch our faces, Hank.
It was the headphones, but
Look. Okay, beard guys. As a former beard guy,
what was your top weight? Hank, what was your top weight you got up to?
I got up to like 185, 190.
Not bad.
I was so fat. Like I went up to UNH with my friends, and like it was spring weekend, and I was
190. Man, that's fat.
Kind of skinny.
That's so
I
fat.
literally.
Don't show them your stomach now.
Well, no, but it was like I had the full like Santa Claus, like your stomach goes down, and then it just straight circular belly.
Nice.
That's what I had going.
After
Spring break stomach.
Who he's talking to?
Wouldn't know.
I love that. Hank's a very skinny guy. I imagine you're what, like 160 right now, 170?
170. My fighting weight was 170, so that's what I
love that for the rest of your life. You get to
But that's
say
your
my
fighting
fighting
weight.
weight.
That was the
You're
last time
clearly
I was
not
like-
your fighting weight.
Welterweight.
I was like putting on weight.
Yeah, that's what's great about if you were a heavyweight wrestler ever. You're like, my wrestling weight was 275.
Take a
I
shot.
never need to be skinny ever.
It's like if somebody asked me like what is my dominant hand, I'm like, well, I bat right-handed.
Yeah.
I'm a little.
Haven't played baseball since I was like 14, but yeah.
Is Wes there?
Yeah, what's up?
I feel like we might as well ask the most. What's your tip for staying so fit?
Me? Well, I'm not the
Kate's
fattest.
roasting. Kate's roasting while you're drinking milk.
Yeah.
She's just
Saw you
nailing
with your shirt off, doing your cooking show.
That was a low angle. The little guy got me at a low angle. It's not very flattering.
It was an app. It was a fat app. Like
Hey Wes, another question for you. So the first time you met Kate, I think PFT gave Kate a bunch of dirt to roast us, and she dropped a bombshell on the internet that no one knew about you, but it was your time as a reality TV star.
Yeah.
Would you mind telling the people about your time as a reality TV star?
Yeah. But on Dad Camp?
I'm talking about Dad Camp.
I was locked in a basement with a bunch of fucking psychos.
Yeah, Rhea, you don't know this. He was on the only season of VH1's Dad Camp.
Recap.
I really want to know.
Yeah. Dad Camp. So it was about dads who weren't ready to be dads on VH1. And
I was one of 6 dads.
Dr. Jeff Gardier was the psychologist in the house. We went and lived in this house in California for a month. The dude stayed in the basement. The girl stayed up top, and it was bad.
The pregnant girls, by the way.
Yeah, pregnant girls. Yeah,
All
I was in the
together.
house with.
But Wes, you're bearing the lead here, which is that
Yeah.
everyone else on the show was like 18 and 19 years old,
Yeah.
and then you were 27 or 28.
It was like a bunch of like face and neck tattooed guys, and then Wes.
I had to sleep in the basement with these psychos, and they would just be going nuts, threatening each other. It was
It was like 18-year-olds that had never left their house, and it was Wes, and he was just like, I don't know, I just kind of don't want to be a dad just yet. I don't know.
I loved how all the doctors were like, it's amazing how mature Wes is.
Exactly. One of the episodes was like they taught you a lesson each episode. Like you had to like wake up in the middle of the night for a fake crying baby. One of them was like you have to sell something that's like the most important thing to you, and like everyone was selling like a dirt bike or like a trading cards, and Wes sold like nice golf clubs. And was like, fuck my nice golf clubs. Got to sacrifice for the kid.
They paid me like I had no money. They paid me like $6,000 to go live in California for a month. It was a good deal.
We were poor.
You had a baby on the way.
Mm-hmm.
Can you go back and watch it now?
No, I think it's off air. Thank God.
It lasted
Like,
one season.
Find it, right?
You guys should do a watch party.
Please find it and blog it and like do something. They were trying to make it a franchise, and it just no one watched it, so they didn't.
No, his son, how old's your son now?
VH1.
How old's your son now that was pregnant at the time?
Oh yeah, Dad.
Yeah, he's almost 10.
There you go.
Watch it
Almost
now.
10. So the
if
kid is
you can
alive
find-
and healthy, almost done.
If you can find episode 1, there's a shot in there in episode 1 where it's me, Mark, Wes, Will, and PFT playing beer pong as Wes's shitty friends, bad influence friends that they're taking him away.
Yeah, we're like the bad guys.
They cut that shot. But
no, it was in there.
I don't know. Episode 1, one of the early episodes, like they take them to a bar and they have all these girls that are planted there. And the guys go to the bar, and there are these girls that are paid to hit on the guys. And Wes was like telling the guys, like, I think this is a trap. And
On the way there, I was like, hey, idiots! If anyone doesn't know this is a setup, just to let you know, this is a fucking setup.
Yeah.
Wait, was the first episode called Wake Up Call?
Yeah, I think so.
May 31st, 2010.
Yeah,
yep,
that sounds right.
Boyfriends of
time
pregnant
frame.
women try to become responsible fathers.
That's
Yep.
right.
What
Hey,
The Hard Factor guys, you guys should definitely do like a recap of every single episode. Like go back in time and
Absolutely.
watch them and then review it. And what else are you gonna do?
Review Wes's performance. Hey,
Well,
Bush, where's
I
the
cry in
bear?
one.
You do
down
cry
there
in
with
one.
Rudy?
Yeah.
It's great quarantine shit to watch.
Did you win?
Yeah.
Wait, did you win? That's
No,
Did I
Hank,
win?
no one won on this
No,
fucking season.
Nobody won. I got a paycheck. That was as much as I won.
Yeah.
They sell episodes for 99 cents. Oh wait, never mind. It's not available in the US.
Thank God.
Wes is probably like super famous in Sri Lanka, Pacific country. He
It's
lands
not
there and they're like,
available,
"Oh, it's Wes."
I think I got recognized once.
From Tripolia loves you.
I just found a couple reviews for Dad Camp, but I won't read them out.
Oh, come on.
Read
Come
them
on.
out loud.
Read them, Kate. Read them,
Out
Kate.
loud.
Okay, here's the summary
This
of
is
this
fucked
one.
up.
Just drink your milk.
It made you a better father, Wes.
I'm gonna throw up any second.
This recap is from Variety. This is like a legit.
He's upstairs right now, by the way.
Dad Camp has its heart in the right place, and the TV is trying to foster drama. However, it ultimately trumps the good impulses in the first 2 hours, which mostly leaves you feeling sorry for the group's kids.
Oh.
Wes is a good dad, though.
I'm
I
a
know Wes.
fantastic dad.
Dad, he's awesome.
I mean, look at him. He's drinking milk while everyone
right.
else is.
That's
Also,
true.
please
Oh,
note I
you're
You're the only
slurred my
responsible one here.
slurred my way through that one.
Yeah, good job.
Marty,
Great job.
are you with Rudy right now?
I could go back in. He was screaming. You also never answered my text, PFT.
What'd you say?
Yeah, we've been abusing Marty here. He's just in the corner, like
Hey,
trying
Marty.
to get the bird. Doesn't
Marty,
the
you
bird.
have another challenge lined up with a gumball machine. What's that about?
Oh, that's tomorrow. That I have. I think we're donating to the restaurant people.
Oh, good.
Bartender's Guild, probably.
Thank you for being specific.
Great spokesperson there.
But the bar people, Marty. You don't
Pretty
care about
bad
the bar
person.
people.
But I'm getting the balls with the gumball machine, and every $5, if you guess it right, you can get $150 gift card to Barstool, and then the rest of the money goes to the
Nice.
restaurant business.
You in the
I love that.
basement?
Sounds like a racket.
You in the basement right now, Marty?
Marty, I'm. This is your text right here. I'm looking at it. You haven't texted me since Wednesday.
Yeah, I asked you about the Rona and the daylight savings.
Yeah, I
Oh.
responded to it.
He's holding a Wednesday text grudge.
Damn.
No, I responded to it. I'm looking at it right here.
Multiple days.
Thanks for joining the stream with that grudge on.
More. That's the only reason that he joined it was to call me out because
Yeah.
he had,
It was.
he had some beef with me.
Wednesday. It's
All
Friday,
right, so
Marty.
Marty and I texted a little bit on Wednesday because we were both kind of like dealing with some cabin fever a little bit, and he was saying that living inside all the time stinks, and he said, "I honestly feel like if I was born before all these other rats, I would have invented something like a lawnmower or an edger." And I asked you if you were okay, and you said, "I'm losing it, pal." Do you think that you would have invented, like, what was it about lawn care that made you think that you would have been a good inventor of like hedge trimmers?
I have an eye for green. I have one of the best eye for lawn care. Unbelievable. Like,
Right, but why did you need feedback on that?
So what, like you'd be like a golf course architect or something?
no, not golf.
Yeah, what are you talking about? You have an eye for green. You didn't even notice that you had the fucking babies coming out of flowers until.
That's true.
Today.
That's very true.
Did you want somebody to confirm that, yeah, like you'd be a great gardener?
Yes, I'm a lawn guy. I can tell you anyone's lawn is edged from miles away.
Mush,
That guy-
you have a
that
job
guy's
in
got an
media. let the long shit go, bro. Let it go. Take a shot.
It's a dream.
And then he said, "Hey, do you think that the Rona has anything to do with daylight savings time?"
Let's keep going.
That's a great question. Can we address that? That's a great question.
Yeah.
Because
I said if daylight savings time didn't exist, we would have had an extra hour to prepare for the Rona.
that's what I'm saying.
You think so?
Got
Okay.
confused by
So
the
where
time.
does it end?
I don't think so.
This is all fine so far. Who left who hanging is my
Hey
question.
guys, I just want to say one thing. I invited Daddy Longneck to join our stream tonight.
Is he joining?
He might be joining very shortly. Daddy Longneck. Do you guys know Daddy Longneck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Don't be weirded out. Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh well, Large. He's got a long neck, bro, like a real long one.
Oh, okay.
You know how we called Hank skinny? He's skinnier than Hank.
I didn't know who it was, and now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, no, Daddy Longneck might be joining here in a second.
Wait, how the
So
heck did you get Daddy Longneck?
update on the sandwiches.
How did I get Daddy Longneck? I
couldn't even
emailed
eat
Daddy
that.
Longneck and I said, "Yo, Daddy Longneck, do you want to come on the stream?" And he said, "Hell yeah!"
You know what? You're passing it to me like I'm like the servant.
Mush is starstruck right now.
I'm not gonna be able to talk.
Would you guys agree?
Are you really excited?
Whoever's closest to
That video that he did with
What should we
the guy
expect?
with the volcano neck was incredible.
Yeah,
Mush,
volcano neck.
go take a minute.
my clothes are wet right now. I'm wet.
Okay,
Hey,
let's all
what
make
is
a pact.
Daddy Longneck going to bring here?
Let's all make a pact. When Daddy Longneck gets on the show, Marty is the one that's going to be talking to him.
Marty
Absolutely.
interviews him. Yeah, Marty
interviews
introduces
Daddy
him and
Longneck,
interviews him. Yeah.
No
I
one
would
else
love
speak
to.
when that happens.
All right, so so earlier today, Daddy Longneck's people, and I'm going to read you guys the email I sent to Daddy Longneck's people if you don't mind.
I just want to ask one question to Daddy Longneck. Are you and your crew practicing social distancing? And I want to hear what he has to say about that.
All right,
I don't
this is
think
what I
that's going to
said.
go over so well.
I said, representatives of Mr. Neck.
You really.
We would like to include Daddy Longneck in a segment during our stream today. If Skype video would be appropriate, that would be ideal. It would take 10 minutes if Mr. Neck is available. And Longneck's people got back and said, "Hell yeah, Instagram?" Question mark. That's Daddy Longneck. So problem is I hit Daddy Longneck's people back and said, "Daddy Longneck, we're going on Zoom. I know this is confusing." So that's Longneck right there.
Well, time out. We have a connection.
We're not
with
going to
Daddy
get him.
Longneck.
We're not on Instagram.
We have
Get
a
him
1
on.
degree. We have a 1 degree of separation from Daddy Longneck, so we have a connection with Supreme Patty. That's that group of people. Wide neck, long neck, Supreme Patty. We do Florida Man Friday. We've done a piece with.
Wait,
with
we
Supreme
met
Patty.
Supreme Patty back in Cannabis Cup last
Sure.
year in Sacramento.
Biz Nasty's called.
Yeah, that's him.
Let's see.
Here we go.
That's him.
Is it we getting him on or what?
Party mush only.
He's friends with Airsoft Fatty.
Yeah,
too.
how long?
Hey, what Rhea? What was I doing when I was eating and
In the
talking
next,
to the
like
mic?
5-10 minutes.
Mukbang.
Mukbang.
Barbell
Okay.
blocking?
Mukbang.
Mukbang.
Buck banging.
Could I have a future? Could I have a future in mukbanging?
It's called Getting Gout.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Oh shit, man! Longneck posted a video 4 hours ago of him slapping strippers' asses in LA. So
He's not joining. Yeah, he's
We're
not going to
gonna
be
get
on
him
here.
today.
Fuck.
No.
You know
Longneck
who-
is absolutely getting the Rona.
You know who I talked to from that
He's
group?
busy today.
Have you ever heard of the Sausage Castle, where like on Veterans Day the veterans get free
Of course,
blowjobs
of
and
course,
stuff?
you heard of this.
well, Kate, bring us up to speed on Sausage Castle for those who don't know.
Yeah, the Sausage Castle is this giant weird compound in Florida that he's part of Daddy Longneck's crew, but he's this enormous man who on every Veterans Day he throws this party where veterans can get free haircuts and free blowjobs from volunteers who want to serve the troops. Anyways, he also
You can rush past the second part of that. It was free haircuts.
but people in Florida can buy a membership.
Blowjobs.
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 Yeah, if you
People
call
in
volunteers people that are strung out on drugs.
So you can buy a membership to his party castle, like a membership to a golf club, where every weekend you go, you're already a member, and there's like strippers there and all sorts of wacky shit. And I DM'd him to ask him about the Veterans Day stuff, and ever since
You want to go?
we're just so next time, should I see if he's free?
Yes, he's free.
Yeah, Kate, hit him up. Kate,
I love that guy.
Why
not?
Yeah,
His
we
name's
did.
Gary Busey.
We did some research on him. He had a shitty house, and now he's got like a beautiful fucking property mansion.
Yeah,
He really
something
upgraded.
changed.
Yeah, something changed.
Biz is joining in about 7 minutes or so.
We got Biz Nasty on the line.
Biz Nasty's going to join us in a little bit. I met Supreme Patty at that the Hard Factor
the
was the
Cannabis Cup.
420 Cannabis Cup thing.
Yeah.
I have never gotten so many comments on an Instagram post that said, "Dear God, no."
Yeah, he's a polarizing figure, isn't he?
I was just like, "That's Patty. Should he come on the pod to discuss?" And literally, like, probably 90% of the 300 comments were like, "Dear God, no! Keep Supreme Patty away from."
Yeah,
we
Supreme Patty.
wanted
I had no idea who he was. I was
he's
high
like,
as shit.
He's like the
because I was-
Donald Trump of
it's like-
Instagram stars. Very polarizing.
What do you got,
What do you got back there?
Shit. Oh shit! There's so many comments here that I can.
Oh boy.
Will, do you want to address some comments?
There's too many. Rebecca's been sending them the whole time.
Can we say
shit.
sound off in the comment section?
Yeah, we got 17 questions we missed. Whatever.
Well,
Artie,
ask
what's
him.
your gamer tag?
Rebel Fryer 29.
Who will? Okay, here's a question from Arthur L.
How do you
He
spell
says,
Frya?
he says, "Who will get the drunkest? My money is on large."
Text you.
Arthur L. says that.
Oh, the guy with the block of vodka. Yeah, good call.
Way to go out on a limb.
Yeah, Arthur L's a genius.
Excellent job.
Marge, do you even get drunk anymore, or are you just like?
I'm steady.
Yeah,
I'm
I feel like you and Willie are cut from the same cloth, where it's just like,
Yeah.
we're well met. And the guy who paid the 12 grand to have dinner with us, I felt so bad for that guy. And then he threw up on the table at the restaurant. And then Andy showed up in the car, and then he pissed himself in the car.
Jesus.
Well, he's trying to run with the big dogs. He's trying to run. He's trying to run with Willie and Large.
Large, I listened to that whole story, and you obviously were conflicted because he was a super fan plus Arturo's is your place. Have you talked with that guy since? Is he?
Yeah, so I told him to take a break, like not to come on, just because I didn't want him to get kind of beat up. He was a guy that showed up on a bunch of radio shows after us, and then he was outed. I think like KB showed something where it had his work number. So he got like 400 calls at work. Like they really fucked him.
That sucks.
Yeah, but it happens, like all because just mistakes. So after that died down, he came and he did our thing, and then it all started again. Like Willie and I carried him into the hotel, wrapped. The guys at Arturo's provided us with tablecloths. So
that's large for those who don't know. That's your local restaurant. You're talking about Arturo's.
Yeah.
We essentially gave you a body bag for a human.
So Willie and I was sitting down. We were in the table.
done that before.
Doesn't have any cameras. Arturo's has one Gumata table in the end of the restaurant where you can go with your girlfriend, I guess. And
Frank Sinatra table.
Yes. And so we go there. And so when he threw up on the table, Willie was talking to Phil Sims. And so Phil Sims like, what's going on? So we wrapped the guy, and I called Annie.
Where the hell did Phil Sims come from?
Why is he running distraction?
Marty, he was just eating there because it's a nice place. And he goes, hey, Willie, the guy that you were with is throwing up.
Yeah.
Quit asking so many questions, Marty.
Yeah.
I said, Annie, listen, I need you. No questions. Like Ben Affleck in The Town. He fucking pulls up like Starsky. We wrap the guy in fucking tablecloths, put him in her car. He pisses through the tablecloths on her seat.
Oh.
Bring him into we bring him into his hotel.
How'd you get him into the hotel?
How'd
you get him past the people?
There's a Hasidic Jewish wedding going on in the hotel.
Huh.
And they're awesome. The Hasidic Jews, I don't know if you know them, they're awesome people. And so as we're walking in, me and Willie, gigantic black guy, gigantic pale guy, carrying in another guy.
Mummy.
What's going on? And Willie's like, wow, that fucking, what was the guy who sings Bruno? He's like, wow, that Bruno. Yeah, he's like, wow, that Bruno Mars concert got out of hand. So these guys like, hey,
like you're carrying a teeny bopper upstairs.
Imagine being that guy though, and waking up in the back seat of your car, wrapped up in a tablecloth. You're like, well,
he wakes up the
I'm
next
being
morning,
murdered.
He's like, I think it went well.
And I pillaged the store in the office, and there wasn't a lot left. So I left him a big bottle of water. I had a thing, and so I tucked him in with a Zero Block 30 hoodie.
Oh, nice.
So he had like a nice thing to wear on the thing the other day, and a pair of Viva sweatpants. So he was able to go out about his way. I haven't spoke to him since.
That's what I was asking. Have you spoke to him? I like when you went back to Arturo's afterwards, and he was like, "Was it the food?"
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, and that's the whole thing. Like Mario's like, make sure he didn't say that. I was like, I'm going to make sure that people know it wasn't the food. The guy's been on like some medication. He was drinking on the plane and all that kind of stuff. So it just got away from it. And I think like sometimes when you sit down with me,
drink,
specifically Willie, because Willie doesn't drink. Willie empties.
He's a drinker.
Like it's like dumping stuff into a bucket. And so if you can keep up with Willie, you're dead wrong. And I've been
well, hey, but Large, we still got to do the case race though.
Right. So yeah, that's a good point. That brings us to the case race because we challenged you. We knew that Large and Willie would be the only people at Barstool that 2-on-2 could beat, like even like come close to beating us in a 12-pack race per person, a case race.
Well, I feel like there's no.
Yeah, what happened there, Large? What happened there, Large?
So we challenged them.
What happened?
Well, they at first they were very cocky, and then they saw some video footage, and then they were like, I heard them on the show. They're like, why don't we just make it an all-day thing? Like everyone has to drink a handle, everyone has to drink a case, and everyone has to like drink. Like,
it was rules that were clearly advantageous for Willie.
What I think if I can have my fucking day in court, please. Yeah, no, I think I think if you're gonna go 2-on-2, we're unbeatable. But
are you fucking kidding me? And I'm the promoter here. I'm not even gonna drink. 2-on-2, you're unbeatable.
If you stretch Barstool Breakfast out to 4 people, you guys are just about unbeatable. I think consistent. Like as I'm looking to you at like the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, and until Wes hit rock bottom and got sober and drinks milk. You're right.
All right, hold on.
Oh no, I mean, but Wes when he's back. But Will, when I saw Will put down the boot.
When he's back, fuck you, Large.
No, but hey, you're probably right, Large.
He's probably right.
Pat and Will were the guys who showed up for Oktoberfest.
Right.
That's right. That's true.
He threw down the boot before he got into the thing, and then you were throwing him down like you lost a loved one.
I'm a pussy, Large. I'm a huge pussy when it comes to drinking.
Large, I don't think either of us, no one would have the courage to go with you guys all day. We were simply saying in a 12-pack per person, because of our history of chugging, we could do that. But you guys would destroy us.
Mush, would you bet on that? Who would you take?
Marathons you win, sprints would be close.
Mush, who do you take in
you guys?
Mush, really look at these bodies. Look at these bodies. Look at this body here. This one. Look at that one up there and that one over there.
Tilt it down a little bit.
Now think about. Oh no! Now think about Willie Colon playing professional football and what a pussy move that is in terms of his commitment to drinking.
Right?
I have a feeling he drank a lot when he was playing ball.
Willie's got a large throat. He doesn't swallow. I put food in my left throat and water during my right. Willie, that man just gotta gullet.
And now I'm realizing we're gonna get faded here.
Is that accurate? Is that accurate that food goes down the left?
What?
And liquid goes down the right?
For me.
How is that?
For Marty.
Do you actively sort it? Like when you're drinking something, you're like, all right, move that to the left.
Oh, for sure. I make sure it goes down to the left.
PFT, you only know your own body. I mean, Marty sounds confident.
Yeah, that's true. I never thought about it. I just chew and then I let God handle the rest.
Kate, what's Spork up to?
He's sleeping on my bed right now.
Oh, go grab him. Does he not like to be picked up?
He does not like to be picked up.
Kate, can you show us your Bob Rosses? You got a Bob Ross?
Can you lure him with some treats?
Bob Ross is still in the background right now. I did a live stream earlier all week long, I've been doing a live stream where I count the number of subway trains that go by my apartment between 6:30 and 7:30 p.m. And I let people bet on how many trains will go by.
What's the average?
23 is the average. But last night there was 22.
What's up, everybody?
Oh my God.
Oh.
Who is it? Oh,
look who's here.
Oh, you guys don't look at your. What's up? Oh my God, there's a lot of you.
Yeah, what's
up? Yeah. How you doing, buddy?
We just finished doing our podcast. How many people are watching this?
Friday?
Right
I don't know. No idea. But
no one's watching. Biz, let it fly.
Biz, tell you what. Right now, go retweet the stream and then.
Biz. Before you do anything, do that.
All right. Guys, sorry for interrupting.
Where are you tonight?
I'm in Arizona.
We got a spaz cat. She's scratching.
Where do I find this tweet?
Just go to my Twitter account or.
Would you tell Canada to tune in for Christ's sake?
That's right. Yeah, you guys don't have a big Canadian following.
No. Well, we do. Well,
is that why you're using me?
Well, you asked. Exactly.
PFT,
Also,
was
thanks-
this your idea?
Thanks
Well,
to the tequila
actually,
bottle.
Biz, I had some questions for you because I saw that the Canadian government shut down immigration from the United States. What's up with that? You too good for us now?
Buddy, I don't turn on the news because like I've been actually self-quarantining for the time that when this first got announced. Because like I'm always on the karma side of things, right? So I haven't been outside much. So I've basically went through every single conspiracy theory in my fucking head. Don't go on Twitter because everything's being thrown out everywhere. It's gotten so political. It's gotten crazy. And I'm going a little nutty.
Well, I'm glad you're self-quarantining. Thank
And
you.
we just got a question. We've completed the power hour and we're on minute 70. So we're in the 70s, but we're going for Centurion, if anyone's curious.
Hang on, Biz. Shout
What's
out. We're shouting out local business. 100 minutes in a row of taking a shot of beer for the power hour. We're shouting out local businesses.
Yeah,
we're like you, like Spin Chicklets. We're doing a charity shirt. You guys are doing to the Bartenders Guild. We're doing to Meals on Wheels. We went to PFT's brother's bachelor party, and you bought us a bottle of tequila. Can you name the place and then shout them out?
Oh God.
You sent us there, bro. That's why we went there.
Yeah.
Yes, I know. I'm trying.
PFT, help us out too. We're 70 minutes of drinking. What was the place called?
Oh no,
No idea, but I do know that Biz was hitting me up the entire time and asking,
it's called
and
Banter
berating
Room.
me.
Banter Room.
Banter Room, yeah, the banter room.
Yeah,
Take a shot.
And Biz was hitting me up the entire weekend and berating me for taking you guys to like steak restaurants that were only like $90 a steak.
Well, I'll give you the
$100.
full story. Is like I tell him which places to go, and then like one day before he gets there, he hits me with the, "Hey, do you have any restaurants that are like gluten free, meat free, and vegan?" And I'm like, I don't know. Like I go to them like once in a while, so I have to compile this list. And then next thing you know, I find out he didn't go to any of them. And then I was asking like, what nice restaurants were you going to? And I'm like, dude, you should be treating your buddies to nice meals. You're like a billionaire now. I can't even go on the internet without seeing you.
On that point, yes.
I'm not on the Biz Nasty rev share plan. I don't know what kind of
you.
Let me interject here.
I told you that I'm going to the keg
You're
room.
pumping out 3
Biz
pods
Nasty
a week,
looked down
buddy.
his gigantic. Biz Nasty looked down his broken nose at me.
Take a shot.
Because I said that we were going to the keg room. He was like, "Oh, can't believe that you would do that."
Biz.
But to be fair, I did not know that there were going to be vegan restrictions until about the day before.
I'm gonna look through my Venmo history because I Venmoed PFT. Here's the thing. So PFT took over the fucking like purse job on the trip, where he's like, "I'll front it on my Discover card." By the way, why the fuck do you still have a Discover card? I'll front it on my Discover card, and then just DM me or Venmo me the cash. But he didn't fucking tell us it was an exchange rate. So like, I look back at my goddamn Venmo transactions. I Venmoed him like an extra $200. At least everyone did. He didn't say shit about it.
We kept Venmoing him American dollars, and he kept taking profits.
And look, he knows what my what my contract is. He knows what Mark's contract and Will's contract, Wes's contract is.
Yeah.
Ain't as good.
He accidentally sent a screenshot of his checking account. He's got $7 million in savings.
That's almost as bad as that senator. We can't talk about that on here though. What else are we going to talk about? Oh, have we talked about Hank losing TB12?
No, we haven't.
We did. No, we talked about him losing it a little bit, but let's bring it back up.
Yeah. What questions do you have for him, Biz?
Oh, I mean, that's got to be emotional. What he's given to that city and stuff like that. People don't understand.
Large has a urinal in his house. That's amazing.
I'm in full denial, Biz. I'm just saying, because of the coronavirus and everything that's going on, I don't believe
Large,
it.
yeah.
I haven't accepted it as reality.
I'm with you, Large.
Large has a fucking urinal in his house.
3 of them.
What?
Oh, we got a little Richard Burr joking going on. What's happening here?
Well, yeah, the senator that sold 1.6 million in stocks. Huh.
Hank, were you just coughing a second ago?
Well, we have a little
Oh my god! Oh my god!
But Rhea didn't put any water.
Somebody! Oh shit!
Rhea didn't put any
Stop
water
coughing.
in it, so I was
Iz, where are you?
I'm in Arizona. It's hard to keep track of everything that's going on at Barstool, but like Kate, you've been singing out the window. Mush, you ended up sinking the ball from the stairs at like what 3 a.m. on your 900th shot. This is how bored we've become.
I haven't been bored. I think
Kate's got a photo too. What is that? That's just a map.
Bob Ross pine trees painting.
That just looks like a Corona map of the world.
That sucks, Kate.
Okay.
Looks like a pandemic map.
That actually looks better like on the video.
Rios looks like a purple sunset in Tahiti. Like a moon thing.
Oh yeah.
Marty,
Oh,
you look
nice.
like you're in a pretty sizable house right now. How many stories you got in that place?
2 1/4.
Marty, please go back into the bathroom and show the babies coming out of the.
Yeah, Marty, is it wrong that when you were doing the ball in the cup thing, I was like, this is the most stereotypical Long Island house I've ever seen? Is it wrong that I felt that way?
All right,
No,
everyone,
not at all.
everyone take a look. Take a look at Marty's screen. Show the painting.
Wait, fellas, we got a new painting I just seen. It's a I think it's a pelican with babies in its arms.
A stork, maybe?
Zoom in.
It might be a stork, yeah.
There we go.
Oh my God, a pelican.
You know what those
Is
are,
there a
Marty?
poem on it? To read the poem?
I sound like
Yeah.
saying this.
Marty, is this your parents' house? Was she a midwife by any chance?
Wait,
Yeah,
wait,
Marty,
Kate,
your
do you
mom
recognize that
is
painting?
horny as fuck, Marty.
I'd like you to read that, please.
Okay. The decision to have a child is to accept that your heart will forever walk about outside of your body. I feel like we're missing a comma.
Could
I'm
be.
not sure if that made sense. And then you got a fat ass baby next to you.
Wait a minute. Marty, is this your parents' house?
Oh yeah.
You're never gonna leave, man. They got storks with babies still. You're never leaving that house.
Oh, it's great here. my rug is fantastic.
Hey,
they
Mush, our viewership just shot up because of Biz Nasty's tweet. So have you fed the bird yet tonight?
No, I have not. I haven't.
Can we make that happen?
Did you just say you haven't had time? That's insanity. That's a lie.
I haven't had time, Biz. I've been shooting balls in a fucking cup for hours.
Marty, I feel you. I haven't had time.
Biz
either.
crashed the
I've been
stream.
booked up.
All right.
Too many Canadians coming in.
Can you get
Are you taking heat for hoarding toilet paper?
Oh yeah, so Biz, I used Amazon for the past year, and I just stopped like hitting the skip button. I may or may not donate. I don't really know. I don't know. I just had it. Yeah.
He also has the lowest quality toilet paper in the world.
That's true. It's
nobody's hoarding quilted northern except
it's absolutely soft. Which PFT was wrong about the softness, but Big Cat was absolutely correct about the clogging in the toilet. Like it just absolutely clogs the toilet the second you use it.
Terrible toilet paper. Not a fan.
Well,
what about you, Biz? Are you hoarding anything?
No, I got to go to the grocery store though. Like I said, I've been good. My girlfriend left. What is it? Probably 4 days ago now. So I've been going even more. She had to go back to Florida because her dog was there. So like now she's there and I'm here, and we don't know how long this is going to go. You think they'll close up borders to states?
Yes.
Well,
not driving. No,
you close the goddamn border of Canada.
What?
Why did they close the border to Canada?
They won't close state borders.
I don't know. I would sound like an idiot trying to comment on anything other than maybe ask questions to find the direction of what's actually happening. I've spent no time on the news in the last like close to 48 hours.
His flights might get closed down, but I don't think trains and cars will get closed down. So it's all good.
I'm at the point right now where I'm just like, I want to know when we're getting out. I want to know when it's all over. Just give me a number. Tell me if it's 10 weeks. All right. Countdown begins. Let me get my new routine of knowing exactly where this is going to end.
Where in Florida is she from?
She's in Gainesville. She used to live in Buffalo, but she's practicing law. She's a finance lawyer. And that's why I was calling you the other day, because like I've spent time vetting a financial guy, because you have to trust someone eventually to manage your money, right? I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Right. Well,
like you think, look at PFT. You think, that guy knows anything about stock market?
He did screw his best friends in the exchange rate, so I think he's got something going on.
Biz, what do you got in your bank account? What are we talking about?
No, we're not. I'm not going. I think it's an insensitive subject given the time because like 15 million people lost their jobs. So like,
yes,
there's a level of concern for like what this is going to do to the economy and how long it's going to do it for. Like, it's a serious matter, right? Because people are going to suffer from it. Like not only the dying aspect, but there's going to be other situations that it's affecting. Like a lot of families will suffer from this. I don't mean to go all hardcore on you guys, but
let's have some fun. Let's have some.
I was asking for large anyway.
Are we trying to go positive here? Is this what this is about?
Yeah, let's go some positive.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
Well, I didn't know what the rules were. I got a text from PFT this afternoon if I wanted to do this.
No, the rules.
We're all dogs now.
What's that?
We're all dogs.
Wait, can I say something? Biz, you're super exciting and important, but we do want to see Marty Mush feed his fucking bird.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, cool. Well,
but wait, we really are all dogs. We're all just running around all day.
Dogs.
Looking out the window.
Marty, that was a good tweet. I agreed with that.
Thank you. I just bark at people all day.
Dogs just sit inside or like.
Currently. I thought he meant like literally. Oh, currently.
So Mush, are you going to feed it a mouse?
A mouse?
Right,
yeah.
A mouse.
What do they eat?
Like
They eat fucking sunflower seeds.
we are all dogs. Like Marty is 1,000,000%
absolutely
correct
no
about
meat.
That. Like
they don't eat meat. Bugs.
No,
I spend my day
rainforest.
Now I spend my day going from like the couch, walking around, smelling stuff in my kitchen, going back to the couch. Like that's what I do.
I don't know. I've never seen a dog jerk off and then put on Total Recall again.
That's true.
And
we're a little bit more advanced.
I had the YouTube going at the same time as this thing. I was listening to us like 15 seconds behind. That was insane. I'm so high right now. I'm smoking. It's just like I just had an experience right now on the
large. The reason I brought that all up was I was going to ask, how's that show you're doing with the stock thing? That's how that all came up. I didn't get
about a little bit before. I know you have a guy who we'd love to have on, but it's cranking back up on Monday. So people want to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it. Dave's going to actively trade this market. There's going to be a bunch of people calling in. So if your guy wants to call in,
sure.
I'll make sure he comes through. And I can kind of speak to him. We'd like to have some recurring guys, especially if he's handling your dough. Like we'd love to kind of.
Hey, you get off. You're like, this guy's an idiot.
No. I didn't like this. There are no idiots. This is an this is an untradeable.
No, I was just playing around.
Untradeable. So
Large, can you win? Can you win money in this market?
I mean, I will, but Dave will not. Like, because Dave is so aggressive. You know, like I'm dollar cost averaging down.
Yeah, same.
What I've been buying on the way down. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Penny stocks.
Yeah.
Bush, feed that horse.
No. You go to the companies.
Yeah. No. So what we're gonna try and like pick some winners, like maybe Marty will with the penny stocks, but otherwise we're just gonna try and average down a little bit and then wait for the rally. Everyone's waiting for a rally.
How low do you think Boeing's gonna go?
Can you talk in layman's terms though, like waiting for the rally?
Could they be crazy? Do you want to talk about Boeing for a little while? So many people have asked me about Boeing.
I think it's gonna. If it goes down to 20 or something, like they have government. They have government contracts. They're going to get bailed out.
Boeing makes a jet that cannot stay in the air. Boeing makes a jet that crashes.
That has nothing to do with Corona.
No, I know, but it makes a jet that crashes.
Right.
And, so that
bad start
fact already has it dragged down. And then the fact that flying has it dragged down. So Boeing is one of those like household names that's not going to get away. It's going to be bailed out by the government because it's only like maybe 2 or 3 companies that make planes right now. Northrop Grumman, Boeing, maybe Raytheon or something like that.
No.
Boeing is one of those ones that you
2 companies, largely. 2 companies.
What?
It's just 2 companies. Boeing and Airbus.
No, Raytheon and Northrop, right?
I know that Raytheon.
What does Raytheon
make
do?
Drones and stuff.
They sound like they make robots. Does Raytheon make robots?
iRobot. Yeah.
Boston Dynamics does.
I've completely fell out of the conversation. Where are we at here?
What the fuck's going on here?
We're talking about
bird, Marty. Before Peter breaks down the door.
Feed the bird.
Feed the bird. Feed the bird.
First of all, You got to look at this mound of shit in here.
You hear
Too busy.
Your bird
can't clean
sounds so confused all the time.
Oh God, this is gonna end badly.
Oh, that is a stalagmite of shit.
Oh. Oh, shit. Don't get
How old
out.
is that bird? 300 years old?
It's 15, and we're all going to croak before it.
Holy shit.
All right, so
You've
Marty,
had it
narrate what you're
forever,
doing.
and it still bites you.
I got to be honest. This is all it is. This is all the fucking food is.
Hey, I'll give it to him.
Has Barstool thought about creating a marble racing league yet?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah.
I just wrote about it.
I'm
the
like
other
addicted
day.
to watching those YouTube videos. That's part of what I've been doing.
Marble
There's
racing.
got to be some kind of thing that you could
Biz.
put in the middle there. Here,
Did
Kate,
yeah.
you wrote a blog about it, Kate?
Hold on, Rhea, what's going on?
I said, did you watch the teaser at the end of Stool Scenes last week, Biz? Because maybe you would have gotten a hint about something.
Oh, yeah.
Not such a company man after
Hank.
all, huh, Biz?
You gonna let her bully me like that?
Oh, wow.
It's his show. It's his
I was
Biz, you-
sympathizing
Biz,
for
you
your
can't reply
quarterback.
to Rhea, and you have to go after Hank now?
Yeah.
Biz, come after me. You don't have to
I
go
would
to
never
him.
go after a lady. I apologize for not watching Stool Scenes. I will check it out after this. I don't want any conflict. Conflict.
Very, very Canadian of you. Smooth.
Yes, I want peace. What happened at the end of Stool Scenes? Was it a marble race?
There's a teaser for a show called Stool Streams that's coming soon.
Could have
Okay.
marble racing.
Could have marble racing.
Go on.
Well, it wasn't my idea. Somebody else is doing it, but I'm like, well, like I mean, we could do like maybe like an AHL or like an East Coast version. Like I'm not gonna narrate as good as that guy.
Is marble racing like Pogs though? Can you have like
He's
a,
not
like a,
getting the point.
can you have like a weighted marble that's
No idea
clearly gonna
what you're
win?
talking about.
Yeah, I don't know what this. I'm sorry if it went right over my head. What happened?
No, it's
Is mar-
okay. You'll find out one day.
I feel like marble racing's like weighted dice. Like you could definitely get a marble that's gonna win.
I
Hey,
feel like I got made fun of and I don't know it yet.
No,
Let's just
No,
say,
you didn't.
no hey,
Yeah,
Biz,
let's
I haven't,
talk to
Biz, I haven't been able to hear for the last like 10 minutes, but have you already talked about how we did a live show with D-Mac, Darren McCarty from the Red Wings?
Oh yeah, he's a wild man.
Yeah, we did a live show with him at Cannabis Cup in Detroit.
not a fan.
No, yeah, it was. Do you think any of us could beat him? He like challenged us to come to his house and try to like beat him in any physical competition at all. We're a bunch of fat guys. Do you think we could beat him at all?
Like, was it done in a friendly way or was
Biz,
it
oh,
serious?
We're great friends. We're great.
Can I
friends.
tell you?
I don't know, man. Like you look like you're pretty thick.
Let me tell you a D-Mac story.
If you ever stop drinking, maybe you could get a little training in. Maybe you could take him down. You don't look like you're in training mode right now, though. You
No,
look like you're in
Darren's-
no.
72-hour power hour.
No,
or
I feel like you meant more like hand-eye coordination, speed, that kind of stuff. I don't.
Oh, I
think
thought you meant like wrestling. Like I thought you meant like
no,
going
no,
back
no,
to
no.
the
I don't
old.
think you meant.
Darren's knees
Oh, my-
aren't what they used to be. He
Biz,
told us.
My
Biz,
apologies for misunderstanding.
You know this guy. You know Darren McCarty. You know him well.
Sure.
Somewhat.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
I ask you a
well,
question? Let me tell you my D-Mac story. So we're in Detroit. We're doing the High Times Cannabis Cup. He's the king of Detroit. So and
Yeah,
he
he's
smokes
a
a ton of
legend.
dope.
Yeah.
So he comes on as part of he does our show with us, and which I'm very grateful for. And I meet him beforehand, and he's like, "Hey man, nice to meet you." And then I'm out getting some product for us to smoke on the stream, and I see D-Mac, and he's like, "Let's go on a walk." And the High Times Cannabis Cup was literally on like a minor league racetrack. So we're like walking the track,
Pretty fun.
and he's just a sweet guy. He's a beautiful guy. He's talking
Yeah,
to
he
me.
is.
Oh, he's
He's
A
talking to me about
plus.
his life, and I asked him. I said, man, do you still like to like work out? Because like, man, your whole life working out was associated with your job. Obviously your body's a little bit beat
For
up.
sure.
Like it's still something you love to do. And to let him know that I'm not like coming at him. I'm like, D-Mac, like, because I don't like to work out, as you can tell.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm not very athletic. And he's like, oh man, that's so funny. I told him a bunch of other shit, right? Then we start the fucking High Times Cannabis Cup where we're smoking a hit of weed every minute for an hour. By the way, take a shot. And D-Mac, he's a traitor. He turns on me mid-Cannabis Cup, where essentially I get up on stage and he's like, he asked my boys, he's like,
Not true.
you
Not
guys
true.
known this guy 20 years. Who was the last picked in baseball? And I was like, D-Mac, no. Like, just
It was
call.
Pat, wasn't it?
And then someone's mic goes out, right? Someone's mic goes out. So when we don't have a producer with us, so I run to the side of the stage, I grab a mic, and I swap mics for Will, who's doing a segment at the
Darren
time.
just abused Pat for like 5 minutes.
And you know what he does?
Right.
It was
You
great.
know what he does? He gets on the mic, he goes, oh, this guy Pat could be a fucking stick boy. You could be a hell of a stick boy. But we were friends. But he turned on me. He was fucking vicious right when we started the fucking stream.
No, I mean, what actually happened
Is that
was
like him?
Darren bonded with three
I don't
of
know,
us.
man. He's a wild card.
Darren bonded with all 4 of us, but he sensed that Pat was like the least athletic. So
Well,
like
he's a legend in Michigan. So
he
whatever they
absolutely
said
just
goes.
smashed Pat and would like look at us and be like, "Am I right?" And we just high five the shit out of him on stage the entire time, and Pat just got a beating.
He came on our podcast. He's a good dude. I think when he signed off and he said bye to everyone, though, he said bye to Ray, which is we have Ryan Whitney on our podcast. Ray Whitney played for a different team.
Yeah.
And he said bye to RA, and he didn't say bye to me. I think he only thought it was 2 guys, and he got one of the guys wrong.
Well, we listened to that podcast in like preface to like interview him, and it was a good interview. You guys talked about.
Oh,
stuff.
he's awesome. He was around for the glory days of the Detroit.
He used to party, and he doesn't anymore. He smokes weed. He doesn't drink.
He's like basically like if you like he's like Motley Crue hockey version.
Yeah,
and he actually had a band that he used to play in the summertime. They used to go on tour.
He was a very interesting guy.
Yeah,
that was very fun.
Hey, were you able to get in touch with the blowjob guy?
I'm talking to him right now. The guy who runs the Sausage Castle that gives free blowjobs to veterans and stuff on the.
Yeah, get him on.
We're chatting right now. I sent him the link. He might join. He might not.
Yeah, tell him to zoom in, Kate.
I am talking to my.
Is this legit or like what's the backstory?
Okay, so the backstory on this is there's this guy who have you seen Longneck, Biz? Like that whole.
Oh yeah. And then the bigger fat guy.
So he's kind of in that crew.
Hank and Rio, you leaving?
Yeah,
Yes.
his
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you guys.
See ya.
So Biz, he's kind of in that crew, and he started his own. You know how you can join a golf course? Well, he started his own like fuck mansion that you can join, like you can join a golf course. But they have all sorts of wacky events. He also does a ton of charity. He does like a lot of good work.
Hang on, Biz. Kate, you missed the first part. It's a haircut and a blowjob. I'm sure some people are there for the haircut.
I mean, I think that
Like Large will be there for the haircut.
I think people who are extremely liberal about sex.
Yeah. I'm a veteran. I need a.
So basically, it's not considered prostitution for a day.
It's not, and his house is like
Florida, Biz.
He never considers.
Oh,
it
Florida. Well, that
prostitution,
explains.
Well, no,
I
'cause
mean,
they're not getting paid
the
for
rules
it.
just really open up on their own. When you get
they're
to
just
Florida.
doing it for the love of the game.
But he's turned his compound in Florida into like there's a huge go-kart track. The house is just covered in stripper poles. There's all these party areas, like legit bands go play there. It's like a thing.
I think that's a very good modern day gesture of saying thank you to the veterans, and
I agree.
I don't see a problem with it. I'm not going to argue about someone who thinks the other way. So good.
That's right.
Get the
Is there
BJs.
something on the other side where there's like a line of guys waiting for female veterans to just go to Clamtown?
If I talk to
That's
him
a great
about it,
point.
I bet there'd be some dental dams. Like here's a couple of weeks ago, he went to stay in Colombia and ended up meeting. This is Pablo Escobar's brother with the guy that I'm texting.
Cell phone guy?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wait, I want
Look at those
Biz,
two. That's a
I want
picture
Biz
right
on
there.
the record. Biz,
What?
if you did not have a girlfriend
Here. Does it have to be a year-to-year thing, or can I do my one term and then I'm done?
It
I
doesn't
think you
work
do
like
a
that, Biz.
tour, Dewey.
It's 2 tours minimum.
Yeah, PFT. You phrased it weird. Like right after I come back, if it's a shower and an STD test and I'm single, I'll do 5.
5 tours?
Thank you for
Five.
your
I'll
service.
service 5 women.
Oh, I was thinking it was going to.
You-
I thought it was going to be like a
STDs,
full day
oral.
shift.
Yeah, well, I mean, it could be.
I thought it was going to be a day shift where you're there and you're
Biz,
Like
a marathon.
What's your strategy going to be? If you get lined up, what's your strat? What's your strategy?
No. Just know that we'd be going by on a conveyor belt. It'd be
Yeah, exactly. G-spot, thing like, get out of here.
What's happening right now?
Next.
No, what's important is you're taking care of our veterans. So thank you, Biz.
Exactly. Yeah.
I mean, you put me in a tough spot. And I mean, sometimes you have to make sacrifices because they did.
True.
Absolutely. All right. Are we still going to get Longneck guy on?
Longneck's people have gone cold.
I'm guessing no, based on the last Instagram post where he's just.
Well, hold on, but if blowjob Mike, if we can get blowjob Mike on, that's worth sticking around for.
I apologize to everybody. I had no idea. I could not hear for like 10 minutes there.
Did you eat all 5 sandwiches? Well,
do you guys want to do Wonderwall? We're waiting for blowjob.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, aren't they getting?
Bring out the
Didn't somebody
guitar.
say they're getting back together to raise money for this?
No way! You did not hear that.
Liam,
he said that.
Tweeted at his brother.
For real?
Yes.
Oh.
I don't know if their brother responded. What's the beef there? Why do they hate each other that much?
You watch that Oasis doc, like they just hate each other.
Documentary? Okay.
Oh my God. So like when they did MTV Unplugged, Noel Gallagher, right? And then Liam. Noel writes all the songs. Liam's the singer. Liam pretended to be sick, like he had strep throat, and then watched the MTV Unplugged while his brother sang his song. So it was like biggest moment of their career.
It was like
they just fucking hate each other.
Can I read a text from Liam from Oasis from a day ago?
You sure can.
Seriously, a lot of people think I'm a cunt, and I am a good-looking cunt. But once we put this to bed, we need to get back to Oasis for the #1 gig for charity. Come on, Noel. We can get to it. Amazing solo careers. Come on, So he puts himself down, calls himself a hard C, and then he says, "Come on, buddy."
But, Kate, you got to understand one thing. So Noel wrote all the songs, and Liam sang them. So Noel is worth like $100 million. Liam's worth $3 million.
Let's just sing the song.
Oh wow, that's where. Okay, well, there's the argument.
There's
Damn.
some beef there.
I'll say this though. If I had 100 sheets in the bank and my brother had 3, I think that's a little fucked up too. No.
Right.
I want everybody winning. Let's snap this thing around, man.
Biz, I love that.
Hey, even if it's 20, like, come on, man. Let him he's earned a good chunk. Like he should now, mind you, some people are gonna be like, fuck, 3 million, that's a lot of money, but damn, 100 sheets.
If they were both equal parts of Wonderwall, they should at least have 50 each.
Yeah.
Well, when he got ripped on for that tweet, then he responded to everyone, "You're all wankers in times of need. Vanish, you're soulless." So he's mad at everyone now. Because
All right,
is that the guy who's worth 100?
Tune that.
Yeah, which
motherfucker.
Which one's a nice one? Which one's the mean?
You're gonna go Wonderwall?
Yeah,
Like
let's tune that motherfucker.
Isn't there one that's like nice
Get
people?
acoustic. Get acoustic.
Sing it?
Yeah, we're gonna sing it. All of us are gonna sing it. Today, we're ready?
Let PFT lead. Today is gonna be the day we're gonna throw it back to you. By now you should have somehow realized what you gotta do.
I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do
about you now.
And all the roads lead
They're winding, and all the lights that take you there are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. Coronavirus, you're fucked. And after all, you're my
This will bring them back together.
Wow. I feel like we
the
just
word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out.
We're good.
Guys, who's
We're good.
don't take this the wrong way, but I feel like we just lost money for coronavirus.
We owe that bastard money.
Well,
guys? Who was playing the guitar?
TFT. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Come on.
Is you got to switch to grid view.
Oh yeah, grid view, top right. I'm gonna have to take my first pee. What are we? 80 minutes in?
I'm 2 P's. Let me
How
check.
long do we have twice? I haven't got up.
How long
once.
do we have until we're at the Century Club?
Oh, we're at 95 minutes right now.
Holy shit!
Pretty good.
That's great.
Doing okay.
Were you guys
doing okay.
messing? Were you guys joking when you said the grid view, or were you being dead serious?
No, for serious.
grid
You're
view
not
is the
grid
way
view.
to
Grid
go.
view.
Yeah,
Grid view
called
gives
like,
you a virus,
grid
Biz.
view,
Don't
yeah.
click it.
it's like a perverted
view.
Brady bunch. I would do this every Friday.
Large, I'd do it with you
grid
too.
view? Grid view's
No,
pretty nice.
Large wants to hang out and drink with us every Friday. And
Every Friday until I die.
There you
Hey,
go.
Large, can I ask you a question though? So
Yes.
we were at the Pop Punk show over the summer, right? And I don't think you dance with your wife.
I dance with you.
I know,
Yes.
I know. I don't think you do dance with your wife. Hold on, we got Mike Busey coming in.
Yes, dude.
Get
Mike Busey.
What's up, Hughes?
All right, Kate, take it.
Where is he?
It's right there. Go to grid
Mike
view.
Busey, what's up?
The bottom.
Kate, go to grid view on the top right.
Hi, Mike Busey.
Yo,
Thank you so much for joining. Sorry. Oh my God.
I don't know what this is, but I'm trying to learn it.
All right.
I'm so glad you're on. Look at all the guns in the background. Anyways, so Mike, I've followed you for a hot minute now on Instagram. You and I have DM'd before. Can you explain what the sausage castle is?
I didn't say anything inappropriate to you, did I?
Oh my God, no, not at all.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Mike, this is not the FBI. Can you hear us?
But can you explain?
Oh,
what
that's
the
okay.
sausage castle?
I'm above the FBI.
There you go.
Nice. Hey,
All right, so,
yeah, he's
so
right
Mike,
here. Let me see
Mike,
it. Let me see it.
Large,
Just give it to me. Just give it to me.
You're my publicist.
Mike, you got to tell the people. Barstool's blogged about you. We've covered the Sausage Castle in depth, specifically Kate, who connected to this call. What is the Sausage Castle and what's Veterans Day?
Oh,
Is this
hell
like am I live or something?
Yeah, you're live.
Yeah.
Yes, you're live. Stop impersonating the FBI.
Oh, whoops.
Mike, show us some ass.
They wouldn't believe me.
Show us some
Like,
rear ends and talk about
they
the
wouldn't
fucking
believe me.
Sausage Castle, Mike.
Mike, who was that? Whose bad was that?
I can't tell you,
So, Mike,
but it's 100% legit.
Yeah,
I
I
think I
believe
speak
it.
for a lot of us when I'd like to know what it is you're all about. What do you do?
Now he's panicking, probably. I think.
Yeah, probably it's
Yeah.
live. Yeah.
The Sausage Castle. It's my house. It's a place I started 20 years ago. It's a place where you can come be yourself and be free, no matter how fat, ugly,
Hell yeah.
retarded, sexuality, political affiliations. Doesn't matter what you're about, as long as you come with respect and love and just we bear the same flag as having a good time.
Nice.
You know.
Yeah.
As long as you're a good person. And this is really confusing because I don't know what is going on.
Hey, explain
Yeah, it's
about
gotta
it
be
to us.
confusing.
Downloaded this app.
Mike, can I explain? Can I explain really quick? So
I'm over here
Because
showing you
everybody's-
Secret Service badges and stuff, and then I didn't know that was like a one-on-one conversation.
That was Secret Service.
Mike, it was so blurry you couldn't see it anyway. It was so blurry you couldn't see it anyway, I promise. But this is it's just a YouTube live stream for people who are stuck at home right now. And so we just have like the most tell us what they do. So can you
okay.
can you give us like a tour of the Sausage Castle and show us what it's all about?
Yeah, does this thing let me show you around?
Yeah, oh yeah, there we go.
Wow. Holy Game of Thrones in there.
Whoa.
So this is my bedroom. This is like a little
fuck shack.
whole
Oh,
area.
yeah, that's a
Some
what are those?
some weapons and
toys.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
This is in case I
no,
ever run out of bullets.
different
They're
weapons.
like-
Different weapons. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Where's the Gluck?
Oh, the Glocks are all over in this
Oh yeah.
corner.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nice.
Oh, the Glock. Yeah, the Glock
Oh,
9000. Yeah.
never mind.
I fucking love that.
So over here
Oh,
we
check
have a
out the
bunch of more
subs.
weapons.
Does it ever concern you
And
that
over
you
here we have some more.
more guns than arms?
Hey, hold on, guys. Let Mike give the tour, and then we'll give questions.
Okay.
So this is my bathroom turned into like a beauty shop. I guess a barber shop. I bought these from Burt Reynolds.
That's amazing.
My closet.
Getting weird, folks.
Oh, you haven't seen nothing.
In a good way,
This
in a good
takes
way.
about 2 hours.
Oh, okay, perfect.
This
I
is a
got all night.
closet.
Holy
I got all
shit!
night.
What's that seat? What's the seat inside the closet? Go back to the other way. Hold on. Yeah.
It's like
What's
a little
that?
vanity.
Oh, okay.
It's just this old school puppet that likes to.
Oh, that's not creepy.
Oh shit.
Also, everybody, let him give the tour so the viewers can watch the full tour because he's one of the most interesting, loveliest people that I follow on Instagram.
This is the love of my life, Jetta girl. Jetta girl, Jetta. This is my pug. This is how I live without toilet paper. I just sit down here.
Dang.
Let it flow. Let it flow.
It's the way to go.
Is that drinkable? If you needed it,
It is. If I needed it, it's definitely drinkable. So it's this.
Nice.
Let's see here. So through here, this is a bookshelf. It's like a hidden door thing. You come in here and you pull in these books, and it opens up to my room.
Holy shit.
And here is this is my studio office in here. This is one of the in-house photographers, Robert. He's working.
Do you have more guitars or firearms? How many? What's the numbers?
I don't know, because we're sponsored by several different companies. So we're also sponsored by a stereo company called Bumpbox.
Nice.
So we have like pallets of them.
Shout out Bumpbox.
Can't tell you who this guy is, but he's Asian. He has a college degree, and he is
Okay.
he's worked in the government for a while.
Okay.
And this is like my living room front entrance here. You see a bunch of memorabilia everywhere. Me and the Cyrus family, my buddy Post Malone,
Nice.
CKY, a bunch of other crazy stuff.
So you've
This
got
is,
a lot of really nice stuff laying around, like very expensive stuff just in every single corner of your house. Are you concerned that you might not have enough firearms to defend your place?
My problem is I don't have enough people to run the firearms. That's the only problem I have. There's a little swing.
So you're practicing social distancing.
Well, see, that's a good point. You'd have to have some.
Hi, what's your name? Kim, nice to meet you. This is
Wait, what? That's a flex. That's a flex right there. You're like, I don't know this person inside my house.
Can we see? Can we see Kim?
I swear.
Can we
I have
see
no
Kim?
idea who that is.
is that a spray tan
You
booth?
walk this way.
Well, can we see
have
Kim?
one, but it's not right,
Yeah.
right here. This is the vocal booth to the studio. A bunch of more guitars over here.
Nice.
Here's a map of the property. So there's a front entrance. There's a tennis court, basketball court, football field, a batting cage, there's a track. There's
I don't know
four
if you should be
giant
showing
ramps.
that to us. That's
You're like
that's
you're like
bad
Rich. You're
OPSEC
like Richie
right now.
Rich. You're like Richie Rich. You got the whole compound.
I watched that movie. The
Well,
other
see,
night.
here,
It's a good one.
here's the cool thing
How
is
many
I came from
urinals you
absolutely
have?
nothing. I used we don't have any urinals, but I've always wanted them.
Oh,
we do
shit.
have seven.
Large has three. Large has three.
Yeah, no, they're
What are you
it's
getting?
tough to come by.
Mike's
Find
asking,
some water.
Mike's asking where you get them, Large.
I get the Kohler freshman at Home Depot.
You got a urinal guy?
Yeah.
Large. Is that your joke for every like millionaire you run across? You're like,
Yes.
well, you don't.
Nobody puts them in for some reason. Like people are like, oh, I'll do the house, I'll do all this stuff, but nobody
Mike,
puts
this
them in
house
urinals.
is silly.
And I put 3 in.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mike,
It's not to brag. It's to
Mike, tell
It's
me
impressive.
who needs
It's got
to
a
be a
spaghetti
member.
fountain.
Because Mike, I was telling them
What's
it's like
that?
I was telling them it's like joining a country club. Like you can join Mike Busey's Sausage Castle. Like, what does that mean? What does it entail? Oh shit!
like I have a website you obviously become a member of. Is everyone in the tent of pleasure?
Oh my God, the tent of pleasure. What?
Whoa.
Wait,
Hold on,
this
what
no,
is
take
that,
us to the
what is
tent
that
of pleasure.
nomenclature right there.
Holy
I
shit.
will.
Could you clarify?
The
Intent
tent of pleasure?
Is that like a normal thing? I haven't heard that before.
Hi. How are you?
What is going on?
Uh-oh.
Good. So this is a giant military tent. Like imagine like MASH or something.
Right.
Like this tent actually came from Afghanistan.
and now it's a giant like Moroccan like nightclub inside.
It's like MASH with more sex. It's like Smash.
Smash.
Mr. Max, say hi.
What's going on?
Hey.
It's been a pleasure. Let's go.
That fucking song?
Is that?
That would be awesome.
So yeah.
Mike, what is the tent of pleasure like? Like, give us like a sentence. What is the tent of pleasure like? Y'all just fucking chill, smoke, party?
Yeah, it's like I don't smoke weed, but everyone kind of like just gets high in here.
I would imagine. God
I
damn.
have to say, Mike does a lot of charity for his community in Florida, and he's like a really nice, cool guy he's like anybody.
Oh, thank you.
I've been following him for a minute now, and every night, if you follow him like I think it's the Mike Busey show, but it's something ridiculous every night that's like crazy. But I was telling them about your veterans free blowjobs night.
Yeah, every Veterans Day we have like a Veterans Day party for all the vets. I feed them and get them drunk, and I have some female ladies come over and offer oral services for free.
Hell yeah!
Oh, for
free. Mike, I gotta ask you. So we used to keep up with the old Sausage Castle, which was very different in
yeah. It wasn't this nice, Mike.
I was really broke.
Yeah, it wasn't this
what
nice.
What happened, Mike? What changed?
Well, I started charging people to watch my online content, and that they did.
Yeah.
So
Mike,
yeah,
who's coming over tonight?
I have no idea.
So just one quick
these are all
thought
little,
here. We were talking to
cabanas
Biz
and stuff,
Nasty, Paul Bissonette. He's here tonight, and he was saying that if you ever want to do a Veterans Day thing for female service members that were coming back over, he would be willing to sign up, put his hand up, and say, "I'd like to serve my country," and service the female veterans the same way that you're experiencing male veterans getting service. So if you need a guy, you have one in Paul Bissonette.
He actually has the Guinness record for licking Tootsie Pops. He can lick all night.
That's a pretty good achievement. We definitely appreciate any services you'd like to give to the veterans.
All right, Biz,
right
there he is. Biz, we got you covered. Biz, you're invited to the next Veterans Day thing at Mike's house.
I got a girl. And I got to work.
Oh, shit.
I thought I was volunteering my time.
Basically, like.
Damn it!
Did you propose to him the female version?
We offered you to do all of them.
Wait, Mike, what are you showing us right now? Is this a poker room or a church?
This is like we have like a church, casino, courtroom, podcast.
Wow, this is something else.
Area.
Guys, am I allowed to leave? I have to get other things done. Oh, okay.
Yes,
well, hey,
thank you.
Good seeing you all. Thank you very much. I wasn't really sure what the hell this was. Now I'm kind of getting the vibe a little bit. Good seeing you.
Biz, be well, brother.
Later,
Love
Biz.
you guys. Bye.
Love you too.
Hey, Mike, let me ask you a question.
Biz is ready to go down on any woman that you put in front of him.
Yeah, Biz has to go jerk off after watching this house. I get it. He's got to go have sex with his girlfriend over the internet, the old internet sex, screen to screen. Hey, Mike, when you offer the haircut and blowjobs, does anyone just get the haircut?
Yeah, some people just like come just to just experience it and meet other like-minded people, or just a camaraderie and stuff. Some are weird and like to watch.
All right.
Mark, he's done that for so many years, and he also like has housed veterans who didn't have a place to live before.
No, Kate, trust me.
Awesome.
Kate, when you blogged about the sausage house, we went down such a rabbit hole. We are huge Mike Busey fans. We knew about the old house. He just showed us the new view. We love the new view. It takes a minute to drive into that new view with the garden. We've seen it like the secret.
Yeah, Mike, that's a big driveway.
Mike, we are huge. We're honored to have
it's like
it on the show.
It's like Star Wars. It's like coming out of like a galactic tunnel.
We're fucking honored to have you on the show. It's awesome.
Can I propose a combo since you guys do Florida Man Fridays? That Hard Factor goes to the Sausage Castle for a week.
Well, I would love that. Mike, can we come visit?
Yeah, of course.
My wife's from Florida.
Come
Can
on,
I bring
mama.
her?
Come on, girl.
Which part of
Yeah, you
Florida?
can, as long as they're cool and they're not disrespectful and they're chill.
She's
It's
not
pretty.
gonna
Pretty.
she's not gonna get like attacked by a bunch of big dicks and stuff, right? Like,
It's not like that.
No, we
all right,
try to keep rape down to the minimum. Like
Good.
it's frowned upon here.
I'm
Any sexual advances unwanted are normally frowned upon.
All right.
So.
All right, you can come.
Well, Mike, hey, look.
Yeah, it's.
What Kate didn't tell you is
I did a really half-assed job doing. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, Mike, what I was going to say is so Kate, who you've been talking to, she's a veteran. She wanted to come to Sausage, I think, on Veterans Day. Myself, Mark, and Will still on the stream. We do Hard Factor, which is Barstool Sports Daily News Show. I think Large, who's still on the stream, does Barstool Breakfast. And then we just got joined by Trinidad James.
Hey, TJ, what's up, man?
Trinidad James just joined us.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey.
What's up, TJ?
But Mike, we're big fans of what you do down there. We want to come hang out at the Sausage Castle because, first of all, what you do for veterans is dope. Second of all, the fact that you find these wonderful and beautiful humans that want to get together and get weird is really inspiring. And Trinidad, you just moved to Florida. Trinidad, have you heard of the Sausage Castle? Mike, Trinidad James.
Hey, what's going on, Mike? Not familiar.
What's up, boss? How you doing?
What exactly is it?
The coolest place in the world.
It's
I'm right outside of Orlando, Florida.
Nice.
Yeah, it's like a compound full of firearms.
Mike, didn't you have like a
delights as far as the eye could see?
It's delights. Mike,
making friends.
Nice job, Will.
Did you have like a Netflix or special? Like, didn't you have like a video like series?
I've had countless like television appearances and stuff like that. And I've been offered a bunch of things, but it's kind of I came from absolutely nothing. I lived in trailer parks, foster homes. I never been given no mom and dad money. I've never been. I don't even owe anyone $20. Not even the government.
No, I mean you yourself, Mike, are extremely successful and philanthropic. But I mean, wasn't your house and your situation filmed on like a documentary series recently?
Yeah, I've been like all over Vice and MTV and all different types of a lot of international stuff too, like France, Germany, Ireland. I've had several different like television shows come from all over.
What made you want to do it?
Well, I just I always loved the camaraderie of having other people around, and it's like kind of like a summer camp that never ends. You know,
goddamn right.
I mean, I really can't really show you. It's 80 acres of craziness. There's warehouses, there's mechanical pool, there's like a motocross track, there's gun ranges, there's tunnels, there's bunkers, it's a lot of shit to look at.
That's crazy. How many acres is it? How many? What's
80?
the total land
80.
size?
It's like 80, but Mike,
80.
I don't want to keep you stuck all night, but I'm so glad that you joined because I've been.
I'm not doing shit. Like
Well,
I don't. Everyone's kind of like hanging out all over the property everywhere. Like there's like campgrounds, like people are camping outside right now. Like,
well, Mike, if
have food.
Mike, if that's the case, so I work with Trinidad James, who just joined our stream, and we're in the process of getting his new album out.
Trinidad James.
Yes, that's Trinidad right there. Yes, that's Trinidad.
Trinidad James.
Well,
yes.
I don't see him. I know who he is.
Mike, hit gallery view on your phone. Swipe right. Yeah,
go to
Trinidad's
the
on the fucking thing. Yeah.
Trinidad.
TJ's on the fucking thing.
I see 3 white dudes.
Right.
Okay, well, yes, you
that's
gotta
not
scroll up or
TJ.
down.
Keep scrolling.
Oh, there's
keep
more people on
scrolling,
here.
keep
I didn't know
scrolling.
that. I didn't know there was more people on here.
Yeah, keep scrolling.
TJ, what are you up
with the
to?
yellow cowboy hat. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So what I was going to ask is, we're putting Trinidad's
What's
new album out. Can we shoot a music video at the Sausage Castle?
I know, right? It sounds
Yeah,
crazy.
we do that. We do that all the time. We have a recording studio here, and I direct music videos actually too on the side. So
Look at that.
TJ, yes. TJ, yes.
Made Nevin.
Hey, can we go? Well, let's go Florida, because TJ's in Florida right now.
Wait, what was that? Hold on. What is going on? All right.
Where'd Dad go?
All right,
Dad
Jay.
guitars.
I love the guitar wall. The guitar
We
wall
got Dad
is
back.
sweet.
TJ, where are you exactly? Location.
I'm in like around Miami-ish area.
Nice.
Ish.
yeah, I'm in Miami all the time.
It's
Keep it
crazy out
mysterious.
here, man.
Yeah, are you sheltering in place right now? Or are you
Yeah,
taking
what is
precautions?
the situation in Miami?
For the most part, just like
staying dedicated and meditating and staying creative, man.
Oh yeah. Well, the good thing about a new album is you can get it without you didn't plan like a concert event tour yet, right? So like the new album still you can get with Corona, right? Like that doesn't affect.
Facts. What's it called? I mean, and the whole album is not even out yet, so we just got the singles out, So like anybody that is like wanting to listen to any new music, you can go listen to the new stuff that's out right now. It's a pretty fun time. The visuals are really where it's at, so I would tell anybody to go check out the visuals for sure.
Visuals.
This is actually the best time to put out an album.
Exactly.
Listening
we don't have shit to do, but listen to new
especially
music.
if you're gonna like watch something and
I saw my Spotify
chill.
New Music Friday shit that came out today, and it was bands that I haven't listened to in probably like 9 years. I was like, hell yeah, I'm gonna smash that. I'm
gonna try to eat the phone. Yeah, exactly. You really want to listen to that shit.
Music time.
Dad, what do you know about Mike Busey? Nothing, right? You know nothing about the Sauce Castle?
I mean, I see it all now. He's showing us every room.
All right, so real quick. So Dad hosts his own show. This is
magic. I guarantee you, TJ and Mike Busey are about to make a fucking hot music video.
Well, I mean, I'm sure
this is for sure.
We have like
people help people.
I'm sure we have several associates.
Wait,
I think
hold on. There's sarcophagi. Oh shit.
Multiple sarcophaguses.
Oh shit. Look at this shit.
Hey, this room right here on the real is definitely haunted because I seen some weird shit in here. I don't even
think. Holy shit. Mike, how many square feet is that house?
I think it's like a little over 5,000, but
yeah, I mean, a lot over 5,000.
Yeah, you guys do everything, man.
Dad, we lost your video.
It's like the whole little movie theater vibe in here.
I'm here.
Do you ever get lost in your house, Mike?
There you go.
How about what?
Do you ever get lost in your house?
In the beginning, I did.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of square footage.
Did you guys organize the whole house? Like, did one person do all the organization?
Yeah, I'm kind of like the designer of everything.
Nice.
Oh, the whole deal.
And Mike, you can rent like a single room for the night, right? Like you can rent out the Egypt room for one night, like an Airbnb.
Yeah, like
really?
We just started kind of doing that, but like we do it more for like our followers, not just like
anybody.
Yeah, like, we don't really.
TJ could get a room there.
That's good.
We like to have the people who appreciate it.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna go get Mitch and Mac. I know Mitch and Mac's gonna be excited to see Mr. Trinidad.
There you go.
And I gotta go back out to this damn tent.
Mike, who is Mitch and Mac?
He's legendary.
You don't know who Mitch and Mac is?
I'm not familiar.
Oh man, this guy here, he's pretty much my best friend /
This is
craziest, wildest, fucking most.
Did a dingo
most ridiculous?
Yeah,
I think that was his dog.
Largest Mac because the house is so big.
Oh, wild dog?
I think that was a dog. Florida definitely doesn't have dingoes.
Hey, Mac.
Well, maybe. My wife's saying maybe with the dingoes.
Hey.
Lizza?
Wait.
That's Trinidad James.
I feel like
Oh,
we
that-
were just over there.
And
I
tell
feel
her
like we just saw this like a few minutes ago.
Let Trinidad talk to him.
What's that?
Yep, Mike. Get Mitch and Mac away from the music.
TJ, Mitch Mac wants to say what's up. TJ, can you see all of us?
Yeah.
Can you see Mike's? Yeah.
Well, how many sandwiches you on right
I
now?
don't have the lights on. There's out here. There's a bunch of like
It's pathetic.
football
honestly.
field. And,
Oh, nice.
Will, did you get to 5?
I'm on like the 3.5, maybe
Oh, you
4.
bitch. You bitch.
I
You
mean,
had
I
2.5.
mean, like maybe no. I mean, like there's 5 sandwiches.
Mike, are we gonna check in with Midget Mac or no?
yeah, he's coming right now.
Nice.
Cool.
Mike, who does your hair, man?
Right now, nobody. I need a barber out here. We're about here rubbing fucking sticks together to cut our damn hair.
Hell yeah.
What's
Hey.
happening, man?
Yo, what's up, boy?
What's happening?
You good?
Yeah, hey, I met you in Tallahassee a long time ago.
Yeah, probably about 5 years, 6 years ago.
Yeah, we was in VIP. Hell yeah. What's going on with your player?
Safe over there, man.
Hell yeah. He lives in Miami now. Oh, you in Miami?
I'll be around.
I think you in Miami right now?
Oh, yeah, right now? Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, we being low key out here, man.
As you should.
We're definitely breaking the 10 people barrier.
No, you guys are fine.
Hey, TJ, can you please ask Midget Mac what the fuck the Sausage Castle is? Can you interview my boy here?
Oh, what's it called? Tell us some more about where you at, bro. Where are you?
I mean, make a long story short, kind of like the Playboy Mansion. Got a bunch of wild women.
There it is.
Going crazy.
Say no more.
They do. You know, they choose who they want to choose. The next thing you know, bang!
Oh. There it is.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Talking about, we got the Snow Bunny collection right here. Trinidad James, man. Oh yeah.
All right, get up.
We got all colors and shapes.
Okay.
We keep a midget quorum at all times. We got to at least have one midget in the building.
Nice.
It sounds like you got a good one.
Hey,
Large has a good one too.
That's
I have the best.
TJ,
that's my ride or die.
TJ, can we toss it to you real quick? How TJ, how are you dealing with the quarantine? How are you turning up while you're locked down right now?
I mean, making music, writing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like thinking, man, or whatever. It's an interesting time. I think that nobody has ever went through what we're going through right now. So, what is the right way? I don't know. I don't think anybody knows that's on this chat what's the right way. So I think that we just kind of like, throwing coins in the or whatever, you know?
Right? Yeah. Remember when we went on Cannabis Cup when we were on the stage? We talked. That was awesome. We talked with Biz, who was friends with Darren McCarty. We talked about that. We had a good time. That was fun. We got to reminisce a little bit, but
can't do none more of that right now.
Right, Dad. What's the move? What's the move in this recession? What's the move having it turned down? And what's going on in Trinidad?
During the recession, since this is a virus recession, like this is a forced one, this is different. It's important for you to pay attention to the particular stocks that have to deal with staying at home. Like that's those type of businesses.
And by the way, TJ, you haven't met Large, but Large on the stream is a stock expert, former broker, now works for Barstool.
Yep.
TJ
Okay.
Large.
What's up, man?
Hey, how are you? If you need any help with your portfolio, I would love to throw my hat in the ring.
That's what I'm talking about.
He says he guarantees he's going to make you money. He says he guarantees it.
There's never any guarantee, but I'm very close to guaranteeing you.
Mike, I would like to know. I would like to know how you're practicing
only
social
for the next
distancing down at your estate down there. What precautions are you taking?
Right now, only everyone, all the guys are just panicking because they just put a curfew in. So now everyone's trying to find their female companionship before 11 p.m.
Oh,
and they act like it's the end of the world, like they got to start breeding or something to keep the world going. They're all freaking out.
Mike, any guys down there?
Is there any guys down here?
Her volume went out at the wrong time.
Wrong question. Wrong question.
Crazy. My God.
This is the sausage capital. There's always guys here.
She was being funny. She kept her sense of humor the whole time.
There's always guys here. It's the sausage castle.
Man.
Oh, good point.
Well, no, all I was saying is maybe just like I was saying, I was waiting till after your dead cat bounces. Maybe we'll wait for a bit. And then
dead cat. I got 5 cats. What? R.I.P. Sorry about the dead cat.
We'll toss it in at the
dead cat.
Where the rest of y'all from?
Austin, Texas.
Where's
We're in Austin,
Texas.
Austin, Texas.
Brooklyn. Brooklyn, New York.
Manhattan.
Okay.
We got Pat, who's Pat probably just went to go pee like I did. He's Austin, Texas.
Reno, Nevada.
Yeah.
Yeah, this whole thing is messing up my entire life.
Stop talking, Kate.
Okay.
What whole thing's messing up your entire life?
No, Kate, talk more.
Yeah.
When they tell you to stop
Because
talking,
this
that's
whole
when you should
year I
answer.
was supposed to be traveling and
coronavirus.
going out and, like, meeting
Gotcha.
people. And
You mean this whole thing?
Yeah,
you mean like the global pandemic? That fucking bullshit. Yeah.
you mean the whole the whole thing is slight
Right.
inconvenience in your life.
Gotcha.
That one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I usually have this much toilet paper. It's
That's the one.
this is my kitchen.
This is what weird. Since I live in Florida, we're used to like crazy shit and we're used to like hurricanes and storms. So it feels like it's a hurricane,
Mike,
except it's not just. It's like
Mike,
the whole world's worried about it.
Mike, again, my wife's from Florida. I've been there a billion times. I've heard all stories. You guys have the shit going on. You guys are usually immune proof too, but you guys are getting fucked up by corona. That's how serious coronavirus is, that people in Florida are contracting this thing. That's serious. Like, you guys are usually immune to most STDs, to most things.
Yeah, I haven't caught an STD yet. I've been trying my whole life. I think my dick's too small to catch an STD.
Florida people are like immune to shit. They're not immune to corona. That's a very bad sign. It's a very, very bad sign.
Yeah.
Nobody's immune to that.
Plus,
but,
we got a bunch of old people here.
This is old people, yeah.
There are a lot of old people there.
Can't spread
It's
it.
weird. The
You
whole
can't
like,
spread
we're
it.
used to grocery stores and we're used to like not having power and lack
Well, Mike,
of
do
water.
you guys have like
But,
do you guys have a grocery guy, or do you guys have like a delivery service that brings in groceries?
No, not well. Like I live like 30 minutes outside of Orlando, so I kind of
Yes.
live kind of in the sticks, in the middle of nowhere.
So you
So
send
we're
people-
20, 30 minutes from anything.
So how do you get
So
your
it's
shit?
That's pretty cool though. Like
Well,
being 20, 30
when
minutes
we-
for anything. Like
Usually, but how
I
do
mean,
you
like,
get
you
your
know,
food?
like you're like, well, I'm 20, 30 minutes from anything. So
Well, with that many guns, you're
You know
safe.
what I
But
mean?
how
Like,
do you get your food?
there's a lot of situations where that's like
Well,
very
we have like
advantageous.
kind of a very like it's definitely like community vibe. Like this person chips in and does this, and this person does
Of
that.
course, yeah.
And like I do have
Fucked
fun
up by
employees. So I'm lucky that even though you would think that my 12 employees have probably done nothing that has anything to do with
just
preparing for any of this.
Yeah.
So I probably should have went grocery shopping, but like it's kind of like the
You
boy
didn't do
cried
that.
wolf.
Wait,
We're
wait,
still-
wait, wait.
Did Pat
You
join?
didn't. You didn't grocery shop.
Pat, what's
shit.
up,
No.
brother?
Pat.
Cheers.
Hey,
Yeah.
Pat, welcome. You got, PFT, myself, Will, Mark, Large, Kate, Mike Busey from the Sausage Castle, Trinidad James.
Leroy.
Oh, what's up, Leroy?
Hey, Pat, hit grid view at the top right of your screen. Hit
Oh, I
grid-
got you. You guys you're all great.
Oh, hey, should we invite the Mooch on?
And everyone, mooch everybody.
Should we invite Anthony Scaramucci on?
Yes, of
Definitely.
course. Yeah.
Obviously.
You kidding?
Let's do it. I'm texting Anthony Scaramucci.
Pat, what are you doing? What are you doing tonight?
I was watching The Tiger King on Netflix.
Oh, that came out?
Tiger
Oh,
King?
it's
What is that?
such.
That's our boy, Will, Gay Joe Animal guy.
Exotic.
Oh, Joe Exotic.
Joe
Joe
Exotic.
Exotic. Yeah. Wait, it's a documentary about Joe
Yes,
Exotic.
that's probably the
Only
best.
the real
Pat,
ones
this
know
is the
about
best
Joe
thing of all
Exotic.
time.
Oh, it's fucking great. I'm going on episode 2 right now. Yeah, it's pretty good. This is gonna be hilarious if Mooch actually joins this. I hope he does.
Yeah.
That'll be the funniest. Anthony Scaramouche. What was his job in the White House?
He was a
Comms
comms director.
Spokesperson.
for like a couple
Yeah.
days. It was like a
Like
week. Well,
11
no,
days.
2 days.
10 days.
12.
The White House communications
11,
director is
12.
drinking a
Oh,
beer
yeah,
with
yeah.
me. What an idiot.
After you just watched episodes 1 through 3 of Joe Exotic.
Where did you? I saw you.
By the way, probably our favorite story of all time, Florida Man story, is Joe Exotic. God, can't believe it.
He's a legend.
He's a
the
legend.
best. Where'd you run into Devlin? I saw Devlin. You saw him on a roof earlier.
Yeah, it turns out Devlin lives. He lives.
You look
There's
at my
one
email for his
building
number?
between us, but we all share a roof.
Look at my email for his number.
Oh,
Like met up
Yeah.
on the middle roof. And it
oh
was
wow,
good.
Oh, that's not
that
weird.
was cool.
That's not weird at all.
For his phone number.
I love it. So we're getting the Mooch on in a second.
Maybe.
I'm actually thinking about like, you know how there are all these people in Italy that are just singing out of their balconies and everyone joins along with them and sings?
I gotta shut my
I'm
closet.
thinking about just opening my window tomorrow morning and just trying to get into sports debates with random people that walk by, and then just filming it and like make my own first take. Like, I'll put a sign outside my window that says like LeBron is better than MJ. Change my mind.
You could,
and just go get into random debates against people.
The beauty of it, PFT, is you don't have to go live. You can take your time, get some good cuts.
Yeah. I crave debates. There have not been like the fact that we have not been out in public in several days. I just crave getting into an argument with somebody.
What I'm getting
Why
at
do
is
you
like,
want? Who do you want to? What do you want to argue about?
what I'm getting at is
sports. I want to get mad about sports.
All right. Well, let's think of a timeless classic. Like, I mean,
well, time out. You know Noah, or who's the best basketball player? You know the guy that does the Comedy Central show now.
Can I ask something? The only thing
What?
I care about right now, I don't care about sports much.
Yeah.
Mike Busey, who's your number one team? Who do you
There
care
you go.
about?
There you go.
And what sport?
Anything. It could be nude barbecue sauce wrestling for all I care.
Oh shit!
I found her, Rebecca Doria.
Well, I definitely am a football more than basketball, more than basketball and football mostly. But since I'm like right here next to Tampa, I am pretty excited about Tom Brady coming to Tampa. That's pretty exciting.
Oh,
please.
But
Mike, you think you can get Tom Brady at the? You think you can get Tom Brady at the Sausage Castle?
Yeah.
Well, Tom Brady doesn't know me. I know he knows who I am, but I know one of his former teammates, Gronk, is a very good friend of one of my very good friends, and we've talked like me and Gronk at FaceTime before and stuff.
Has Gronk been at the Sausage Castle?
Hey, real quick, let's say peace out to Trinidad. Dad, let's say bye.
Hey guys, it was good talking. I got
Trinidad, it's nice meeting you.
Be safe.
Go listen
Nice
to Trinidad's
meeting you,
new
brother.
tracks.
Respect, guys.
Love you, Trinidad.
hi Trinidad.
Yo, was that
hey,
Trinidad
look at
James?
Kate's. Hey, hold on. Look at Kate. Kate, get off your
Yeah.
couch. Get off your couch. Get off your couch. Kate, get off for a second. Look, watch. Doesn't it look like an old person's butt? Like, look.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, like, look.
It looks like my butt.
Kate,
get
your
off.
blanket looks like an old person's butt.
Get off.
Kate, get out of the shot.
Get
Move to the side.
off the couch. Get off the couch for a second.
It's a onesie right
Get off the couch for like 1 second.
It looks like a grandma wearing shorties.
Kate, you live in New York?
I
Right?
do. Yes, I do.
What part?
I live in Queens.
I was supposed to go there like next week.
Well, next time you're here, when this all clears up, you got to come through the office. You got to come do some podcasts. You got to come in.
I was just in New York a month ago, maybe.
Oh, can I ask you
Listen.
one more question?
Ask away.
How was Colombia and how was hanging out with Pablo Escobar's brother?
Well, he's pretty blind, so I don't know. But it was definitely like very weird being next to somebody who was at one time the most wanted person on the planet and had like a $10 million bounty on his head. So that was kind of cool. And I'm obviously, I think, attracted to like that whole legacy and family and stuff of the power and how they pretty much revolted against their own government. And that stuff's, whether you can say whatever you want about all the heinous killings and murders and crimes and stuff, but
who cares?
Mike, you're the only one infatuated with him. All those seasons of Narcos in 7 languages are bullshit.
yeah. So I know I'm not the only one. Not the only one, but it was definitely like super cool to like be in one of his houses and see like I sat at a chair that he ate at his last supper before they gunned him down and stuff. I bought like this piece of I totally felt like for the sucker tourist. I bought this piece of stone from the Monaco that they tried to blow up and kill him. That's a picture of his brother and him, and he signed it for me and put a fingerprint on it and stuff. So I collect like all kinds of crazy.
Mike, are you saying that you got the best hookup for the best cocaine? Because bad cocaine, not a fan of. It seems like if you know Esco's brother, you're next level coke.
Now we're talking, Mike.
Well, see now I'll be honest with you. I do party for a living, but I've never ever done drugs. Never, not one. I don't even smoke cigarettes.
That's smart.
Oh, please.
Swear.
Give me a break.
Pussy is your drug.
Mike, do you drink?
That's smart.
Yeah, I drink. I drink liquor, straight liquor. I hate beer. I never drink when the sun's up or when I never drink by myself.
Wait a minute. So respect, but like you drink liquor and you don't smoke cigarettes?
I hate cigarettes. Like I'd rather someone like smoke crack in front of me than a cigarette. I hate it.
Really? Crack over cigs?
Hate cigarette.
Huh.
No, maybe that's a little extreme.
Yeah, maybe not, right?
Mike, if I show up to the fucking sausage thing invited, am I allowed to smoke cigarettes outdoors?
Yeah, we have a whole area for it. It's just like
right.
I don't know. It's just I don't judge. I don't care. I mean, I don't care what you do as long as you're being responsible with your shit. Because I have a lot of friends that experiment with all different types of psychedelics and shit, and that's cool. Whatever, as long as you're responsible and you're not abusing things, and you're not like a shitty parent or a complete sack of shit. That's cool. So, but in Colombia, cocaine is considered like a poor person's drug. Like I'm no mathematician, but like for what you would pay like $100 for, like whatever I don't know, like 8-ball or some shit or whatever. I don't know what the increment is. I'm ignorant of that thing.
I'll tell you what, Mike, it's a gram.
If you did,
to an
you'd be a
8-ball,
terrorist.
to a quad,
but
to
Mike,
an ounce,
what's
and then
considered
to a kilo.
what's considered a rich person drug in Colombia?
Heroin.
There's this stuff that these prostitutes we were hanging out with. Hey, what was that pink shit called?
Oh shit! The
I don't
shit you
think they're
blow, the
novice.
death dust.
Crocodile.
No, but I heard of that too.
Oh,
No, it's
shit.
like Molly and cocaine, and it's like a designer drug. It's like
That sounds
there,
awful.
and it's called.
Sounds
it's
so
like a girly
good.
name.
Why are you telling us this shit?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
My ears
It's like
are
some
burning.
girly
My ears
pink
are
crystal
burning.
stuff.
Molly and cocaine.
Oh, it's this pink crystal stuff. It feels amazing. Oh, it's incredible.
No, it's literally like neon pink. Because some of my
Sure, it's
friends
great.
definitely indulged.
Sarge, isn't that called Peruvian
And,
flake?
It's Peruvian flake. Yeah, I've had it.
No,
It looks like
no, I would know the name. It's got a girly name like Kiki or Miki or
Mike,
some
can,
shit.
Mike, can I
don't
ask
know.
you? Mike, can I ask you a legit question?
Yeah.
One misfit to another. You're living the dream. How does it feel, man?
Damn.
Like I got to tell you, like it's tough when you think different. It's tough when you are different. It's tough when you want to be
No,
a
for
pioneer of enjoyment and have a thing that a lot of people might hate on. I feel that. I'm from that place.
Oh, for sure. And I get it.
You must have a hard
path.
path getting here, but you're here. Congrats,
Yeah, I mean, I'm
brother.
doing this for 20. Thank you, man. Thank you. And like showing y'all whatever or telling you fucking cool stories. Like none of this just to like brag. I swear to God, it's really to inspire because any day God could be fucking taken from you. This shit don't mean like
But Mike, how did you do it?
How
did you do it? How did you persevere, man? When
20 years, man, like insanity, like they say the definition of sanity, doing the same shit over and over and expecting a different result. Like
Well, how
there
old
was
are you,
so
Mike?
many times I almost
Mike,
gave up.
Mike, how old are you?
I just turned 39.
So you started at 19.
Right. So tell us the story, Mike. What happened?
I went to a private Christian college, and I used to be like skinny and athletic. I played basketball, and I wanted to be a youth pastor, and I got kicked out because I had an earring. Well, let me tell you the true story, the full story. The president of my college randomly rolls up at me in front of like this auditorium. He goes, "Why do you have an earring in your ear? That's not very Christ-like." Well, he didn't know that I was like good friends with his daughter, and I was being a little smart mouth punk. I said, "Well, it's not very Christ-like to be cheating on your wife and banging prostitutes with the missionary fund."
Yeah, the
And he
earring should
turned
be in your
ghost
wrist,
white.
right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you knew inside information on that fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
Got it.
And you were good
So
friends with
in
Christ.
12 hours, I was homeless. I was homeless like immediately. Like 12 hours later, they literally took all my possessions, kicked out of the dorm, and I had nowhere to go. And I called one of my buddies, and I said, "Hey, man, let's do this." We talked about it for a while. Basically, like 7 dudes moved into a house, and we all threw our lack of money together and rented like an above average middle class home. It pissed off a nice little gated community and threw crazy parties, and then that turned into like nightclubs hitting me up saying, "Hey, we want you to throw events and parties," and then celebrities hitting me up saying, "Hey, can you can we come to these events, these parties?" And I just like before social media, and I sound like some old man wizard dude, but like before you were able to just post something or Snapchat something, I was literally hitting the streets, handing out full page flyers, and I had like all kind of crazy decor in my house, and I was very artsy with. I just tried to create an environment for people to enjoy. So just over the years, people, and I was very like hospital. I always want to make sure everyone's comfortable. I always obviously made it look like basically ran like a nightclub, like some crazy like underground New York hipster party.
Are you still letting those 7 friends?
Are
you still letting those 7 friends have a podcast?
I mean, they're still around. I still talk to them.
Yeah,
I didn't catch it actually. I was
PFT has our proverbial sex castle, Mike. That's what he was trying to say.
I was hoping PFT caught it, but he just didn't care.
No, I got it. Didn't land. Great effort. Absolutely great effort.
Mike, let me explain.
7 friends still around, Mike.
Mike, let me explain. So what PFT did for us, right? Like Will and Mark on this call, you could do for your buddies in the Sausage Castle. That you've succeeded. You're the first one of your crew to succeed.
I wish PFT had the Sausage Castle.
Yeah, I know. We're just saying we wish PFT had a Sausage Castle, but he doesn't. It's a podcast called
Bacon Barn. I've got like a bathroom and a kitchen and a couch. It's
hey, that's
not
a start.
anywhere close.
That's how you start it.
Hey,
but it's in New York, which is
hold on. But this is great. This is great. Okay.
If you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, man.
Hold on. Yeah. Between Mike and PFT, I want this. So Mike and PFT are both leaders in their own right. They both succeeded first in their friend group. They've both reached success this year. Can you guys interview each other real quick? I want to know.
Yeah. Hey, Mike, it's good to meet you. Sounds like you're successful. That's fucking awesome.
I mean, success is measured by different levels of however you want to measure it. Yeah.
Money mostly.
In my mind, success is just waking up every day and feeling good about yourself. That's all success is, right? Doesn't matter if you're making a whole lot of money. It just matters that if you're waking up every morning and you're doing stuff over the course of the day and you feel good. If you can do that, you can survive.
It's definitely like in my opinion, because
that's
yeah, no, for sure. I mean, but there was definitely times where I was much more happier. The whole Biggie syndrome, no money, no problems. That shit is 100% real. And when you're making, millions of dollars a year, your friends change, people change around you. You have to like act. You gotta move differently. You can't just like.
Sounds tough.
It's like one of those things you're like, oh, boo hoo, the rich guy. But like it'll fuck you up after a while because you really yearn for something real. That's why like I definitely keep a lot of my like close friends around. Like I literally paid for every single flight for 20 of my friends to go to Colombia and fuck a bunch of prostitutes and have the time of their life.
Nice. PFT,
and
your
they
response.
didn't pay for a dime.
What a flight.
PFT, your response.
I don't know 20 prostitutes, so I'd love to get you guys laid.
They're actually,
I really would.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of fueling the sex trafficking community, but I don't judge. So if someone wants to better themselves by using their genitals, then hey, go ahead, do your thing, girl.
It's the oldest.
I mean, like, but kind of like the big, kind of a fan though, right?
What does 20 flights cost to Colombia?
They're average like $300 to $500 a flight.
Did you pay for the prostitutes and the hotels?
Pre-corona flights.
Well, of course. But was it like a flight and then you're on your own? Or was it like
hold on. This stream is for charity.
Yeah, I mean, was it like the entire trip was funded or just the flight?
Soul plane. That's it was me and my crew. And everyone was drunk. Everyone was like antsy, and half my friends I bought their passports.
They
didn't even have passports.
Are you PJing it? Are you private jetting?
Yeah, Mike.
No, I've PJ'd one time, but you can only fit like 12 people like max on a PJ, so it's kind of like
Mike, can I ask?
I took a PJ one time to Columbia, Missouri. And there's no worse of a place to take a private jet to than Columbia.
Yeah,
you land at an airport.
You're like, "Yo, what's up, baby? I'm here."
Yeah, you hope the jet crashes.
And everybody else that's at that airport is like you have to go through the same private airport line.
I'm sure they really treat you favorably there when you land on a private jet. because they're all used to it.
Yeah. Mike, as a guy who's a liver of lives, I think sexually transmitted infections are blown out of proportion. What are your thoughts?
Good point.
I mean, you know the old saying, you can't catch it unless you believe in it. So I mean, I think my penis might be too
That's
small
the
to
best
actually catch
advice I've ever heard. Shit.
Because I've definitely gambled with my genitals over the years, and I'm an ugly guy. Okay, let me get this.
Not that ugly, Mike.
The
Mike,
Mike, you were the right group.
Wow.
Feel not.
Mike, come on, Mike. Look. You're rich, and you're like a 7 without.
You're related to Gary Busey.
No, but
you're
listen,
related to Gary Busey,
yeah,
Mike.
Come on.
But that doesn't help though. These girls don't know who Gary Busey is. They're like, who is
Mike?
that?
You're not an ugly guy. Come on.
Hey, Mike, has Jake
so-
ever come to the castle?
No, he's married, kids. Like my cousin Electra, she comes out here. But
Jake I feel
is, you know,
I'm cousin to famous people too. I feel you.
His last name's Cassidy.
Mike, who's your favorite guest?
Remember that?
You've ever
Okay, one more time.
Who's my favorite guest I've had like at my house?
had? Yeah.
Oh man, there's too many to. I don't know. I've had some
That
like
one
really
that
cool,
surprised
amazing.
you that you were like, holy shit, I can't believe
Can you just say on our feed Barack Obama real quick? Just
Barack
say Barack
Obama.
Obama. Thank you. Right.
I like
say
Barack
it again.
Obama.
Say it again
Barack
clean.
Obama.
Sorry. Say Barack Obama.
That's fine.
Clean. Say Barack
Barack
Obama.
Obama.
Thank you.
Now say gay rights.
I mean, as far as like my favorite guest.
Hold on.
like,
Say Ted
I've had
Cruz.
some-
Hold on.
guys, let Mike answer the question. Who are your favorite celebs that have stopped by?
Oh man, I mean, I would have to say my homie Post Malone. I mean, which he's been here several times. He had his like 21st birthday at my old house back at the old Sausage Castle, which was like,
he's a good one.
you know.
Mike, would you
speakerphone
Post Malone right now and see if we can't get him?
He lives in Utah now, so he lives like way up in like
you know, when somebody's in Utah, they don't like to get calls. You know, so
Mike.
Well, like
give it a shot.
No, don't do that, Mike. I was interested to hear your answer.
Well,
No,
you know,
I mean,
what's
that's
interesting
one
about
thing I have
Utah. You
several.
know what's interesting about Utah is that Nevada split off as a half of that state because Utah sucked.
Well, Utah sucks.
Nevada,
Why is Post Malone in Utah?
Nevada just said, "Hey, you know what?
Everyone here loves Post Malone. Why the fuck is Post
Nevada
Malone
was
in
like,
Utah?
hey, you know what? We're gonna leave, and then we're gonna have casinos, and then
Well, it's because like
people
he
are just
did the
gonna
whole like
suck over
California
there.
thing, and then he realizes that like the money,
Well, right. Well,
like
this
you
was
know,
a
like
long-
if my
this
house
was
was
a long-
located in LA, it would be worth fucking 20 billion.
This is
billion
long.
dollars.
but there's
Utah
Nevada.
sold out. Utah sold out a long time ago. I'm just
Utah's
saying.
like
I do
the
love that fact,
This was the beginning.
though, that Nevada was like on the border of Utah, and that
Right.
you guys are going to be the worst state.
Yeah, Nevada's
in terms of
fun.
having fun, and guess what? We're going to be the absolute best state right next
Get
to
out of
you.
here. Get out of
And
here.
good
We're
luck
gonna
with
sell
getting
liquor
people to come visit you.
24/7.
Hey, Will, we have a guest.
24/7.
We have a guest. Mike didn't finish his answer. Mike is our guest right now. He's Barstool's guest right now.
I don't even know what was the question.
Oh, can you get Post Malone right now? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, that was the question.
No,
It's probably he stays up pretty late. I know he's
Yeah,
bummed
hit him
because his
Just try to call him, see if we
tour.
get him.
just call him.
A lot of
Also,
people
like,
say that I
anytime
look
you
like
pick
Post
up,
Malone
feel free to
before
hang.
the tattoos.
You look like Pre-Malone.
Pre-Malone is what they say. I look like Pre-Malone.
I was. No one knew who Post Malone was when I started fucking with him.
Exactly. Exactly. Your boy who was not. Yeah. Hit up
You're
your boy.
pre-Post Malone is what you are. Yeah.
Tell him.
Yeah,
tell him.
definitely.
Tell him Pre-Malone's on.
Yeah.
So, as far as like all the cool shit and stuff is definitely like worth, the hard work. It definitely makes you, it's rewarding to know that, okay, cool. Now you don't have to worry about this and worry about that. But there's so many, I know it sounds very cliche to say, but it is sometimes when you do become a prisoner of what you've created, especially in my situation's worse. I should have just like invented some shit that no one ever heard about. And I didn't have to be like in the public eye or have to do this or do that. Mine's like a lifestyle, like a brand, like I am the brand. So like, I will always be always be in prison to like having to go do this and do this and do that, which isn't a bad thing, but it's the people that I'll literally see someone drive to my house like let's say a female, for an example, I can tell, I can read her demeanor on what is she thinking based upon like where I've economically fell in the ladder of life. And that's like a really weird thing. And, you know, before that's the crazy thing though. That's what the haters don't like to talk about though. Cause they forget that I'm ugly, retarded looking and overweight and have a very small penis, but I've been fucking bad bitches since day one before I
Mike,
No, you're good.
Mike,
What was the female part about? That was good.
Yeah.
What was that?
Yeah, wait a minute.
No, I mean,
Mike,
like
everything aside, you're a very, very cool dude. You came on our stream. You've been on our stream. You're a very cool dude, and that comes off naturally. But
thank you.
do you want to settle down eventually with a woman? Like, what's your deal?
I've definitely came into a new way of looking at relationships. I look at them like this is a very corny, cheesy analogy. I look at relationships like a butterfly. They land on you, and they're cool and they're beautiful, and you enjoy it. But sometimes that butterfly lands there for like 2 seconds. Sometimes it lands there for a year, 10, 20 years, whatever. But you have to learn to appreciate it as it's there in the moment and know that it's definitely not going to be there forever. Because when you're
like,
driven,
were you the first guy to
person,
ever say that?
Well, hold on. We have a man and his butterfly here in the middle of the stream. Large, saying.
So like when you're passionate and driven, you're chasing a dream, like nothing gets between you and that. And I've had to let go of people that I loved, and then I was like, man, she's probably the one I'm gonna marry and have kids with and all that bullshit. But I had to literally look at her and say, listen, like I was chasing whatever I'm chasing long before I met you, and to stay true to myself. Because I mean, a lot of times, like I know it sounds very harsh to say, but getting married is like kind of like giving up in life. You're like, oh fuck it, this is as good as it gets. I'll just take this.
Right. So Mike, we have a married couple right here.
Pat, let me summarize before we get to the beautiful relationship of Large.
And I don't have nothing against.
Let me summarize. I think he's saying what Future said, masked off. Never chase a bitch, chase a check. I think it's what he's saying.
Okay, but Mike,
Yes.
Mike, to oppose your point, and I agree with part of it. We have Large and his lady.
Oh, Large and his lady, which are beautiful.
Well, see, it's not for some people. Everyone's different, so everyone
Apparently
needs
so,
something
man.
or wants something. I'm also very jaded. I have seen a girl call her boyfriend and say, "Oh my God, could this be the one?" and this and that. But then I think the moral decline of society and technology, and then just the way everything advances, that it's too easy to be tempted. Literally, you could be the most undesirable person. My case and an example, and literally at the fingertip, you can literally connect with someone all around the world, and you could talk to one woman who's happily married, but that one day she's upset, and all of a sudden y'all start talking, and some weird things come, and temptation, and I think I don't know if humans are necessarily loyal by nature. I don't know.
I gotta be honest with you.
Listen, man. I think that what you are is like the beautiful version of Dan Bilzerian. You're like the best possible version. You like
like the nice Bilzerian.
Yeah, the great version of him.
Dan Bilzerian's
yeah,
a dickhead.
the very good one.
Mike's a beautiful dude. Good point.
I think he's like a
Dan,
sexy. I'm gonna say
it's
you're
funny
like
you
a
say that
sexy
because-
Hellboy, and I think that like there's
I like that. I like that too.
No, right?
Large.
This
That's
guy's
nice.
is fucking sexy Hellboy.
So you ready
I
for
think
this?
like there is
You ready for this?
there's a small underlying person who wants to love you exclusively for the rest of your life. You just got to go and grab her, and like I think you kind of grabbed onto the wrong ones tight. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Like I'm the luckiest guy in the world.
No, hang on. Wait, I'm
decided to
lucky
just settle.
too.
Listen,
Do I put
don't
my wife on
start.
screen? Large, my wife can
All I
come
can
on
say is
screen
don't
too.
fucking stop me. Don't fucking stop me.
Thank
Don't
you.
you dare.
Yeah, Large, that was beautiful, brother. That was really beautiful.
Let him keep going.
Well,
He's not done, Pat.
You're the woman behind
How's
you
your
was
portfolio?
Very pleasant. The woman behind you was
Love
very
you, Large.
pleasant, and I don't think she was ever found in some shithole bar. I don't think you found her creeping some internet chat room. You probably found her in some beautiful mutual situation that y'all had some type of mutual
You did.
love for, and that's probably how y'all developed a beautiful relationship.
So,
it's
but are
funny
you
you say that because my friend here with me, the guy who works for the United States government, was actually Dan Bilzerian's roommate in college. And I didn't know this because we hadn't seen each other in about 20 years. We went to high school together, and he chose a different lifestyle. And now he's like working for some crazy government stuff. And we met in Colombia again. Yeah. And he goes, hey, you'll remember I brought Dan Bilzerian to your house for Halloween. And I was like, no. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, Dan Bilzerian, my roommate in college. And then I just realized that he had Dan Bilzerian had been to a sausage castle years and years ago, the fifth one. And I didn't even know that until maybe like a month ago. And I don't know the guy, but when you start doing this type of business and you meet people, can you a lot of times make a very accurate assumption of who they are? Yeah, you can definitely tell if they're super douchey and stuff. But a lot of times I had to learn that, like, because I fell into the trap of like, oh, that lady, she's a scumbag, or this guy is an asshole. But then when you actually meet them sometimes, and you meet them in different situations, it's easy to like see how they get quickly thrown into that and unfairly categorized.
Mike, I've seen the girls in your videos, and like they're certainly not ugly, but like you're not airbrushing them. You're not airbrushing their buns like Dan Bilzerian is. Like, you know, like they're
the difference between my girls will actually have sex with you and don't require you having like a Lamborghini.
Right.
You know,
I believe it.
Those girls I think that may hang out, and I'm not trying to judge.
Everyone's right. There's a cat.
Mike, can I say something really quick? Me and Large's wife Anne are texting each other, St. Anne, and we're saying we feel bad you've had such a bad experience with women. I promise we're not all like that. There's better ones out there who aren't.
Oh, well, Mike's gonna find a good girl.
Well,
like,
Mike, can we talk about the dudes?
Yeah, we can talk about all the dudes you want.
Whoa. What's up, Patty?
Hey, so I'm mostly curious.
Oh, other Patty. Patty, how you doing?
No, well, Pat, would you hang at Mike's house? What's the vibe over here? Yeah. Mike be Pat, Pat be Mike.
Would I hang at Mike's house? I'd have to do my research, Pat. I don't just go into places blind.
Well, you saw the Vice article though.
From the looks of it, it seems like a pretty wild time. I'd probably go there. I'd probably have a few cocktails and see what it comes of it. I'm a pretty adventurous guy, I'd say.
I can assure you that it is the most it is the place that people lie about coming to and then lie about not coming to.
Well, coming in.
Fair enough. Mike, let me ask you, do you have a good policy on if people are uncomfortable, do you let them like exit without like shunning them?
Oh yeah, no, like see that's like a huge misconception because a lot of people like I've heard every single crazy rumor. Like
big time.
I heard you gotta like show up naked and like blow a bunch of people and da.
How many people
like
though?
Literally there's like literally I have like good Christian, well-mannered, like doctor women that hang out here. There are billionaires. There are millionaires. There are guys that work at McDonald's.
When's the next?
There are girls
we haven't interviewed Pat
18.
yet today. Pat, can you interview Mike a little bit?
Yeah. When's the next party, Mike?
We just canceled one because of this. It was supposed to be today. We had a whole we have a thing called Members Weekend. So once a month, we have an event. And I invite everyone to come here and like camp. So I have like campgrounds. It's like a mini music festival, and they have like comedy, wrestling. There's famous artists that show up, and there's a whole festival.
I want to go to the one that's like the craziest one with like all the naked people and all the drugs. What is that? And can I get
like a Ibiza?
Well, all those we're not big on drugs. We definitely anything other than weed we kind of frown on.
Alcohol is okay.
Come on, Mike. Come on, Mike.
Alcohol.
Give us, Mike. We're not that bad.
Fascinating,
Mike.
What guy Mike is? You guys are being like enormous losers. Mike, there's a great party.
Kate, we love Mike. Honestly, I would like.
We love Mike. I'm gonna get a tattoo of Mike.
Sit for me. We love Mike.
You all.
What I want to know is outside of Veterans Day haircut and blowjobs.
Is Kate yelling at us again? Is Kate Kate yelling at us again?
Kate's like,
'Cause
Kate's like
No, listen,
I could have enough of that.
Kate's feeling
You know,
embarrassed. Mike likes us too.
I could
Mike likes us too,
just-
Kate.
I could let
Mike,
that
what
go.
is? Look,
We all
I
know
know
about the
exactly
cum,
what you're
Mike.
asking.
Where's the fucking
Mike,
happening?
if I
What's the
gotta
fuck
come in
situation?
30 minutes, how do I get there? What's the party?
What you're asking is like, can you indulge in these things? Yes.
Yes.
Will there be people randomly doing mushrooms and talking to a tree for a week? Yes.
Well,
will there be people just straight up fucking having a crazy orgy in a hot tub? Yes. But will there be people having a deep intellectual conversation about politics over in a corner wearing a turtleneck? Yes. Will there be people that are driving Honda Civics and Ferraris? Yes. Will there be black, white, Christian, atheist, Jew, you name it? Yes. It is a cornucopia of people that it doesn't matter what you come from. No one's going to force you to do anything you're uncomfortable with. You can participate or you can spectate as much as you want. That's the beauty of my home, an environment, a place that I've created 20 years ago.
What kind of hot tub cleaner do you use?
He's like a Native American.
I hate you guys so much.
Well, no. What I was about to say.
Sorry for opening up.
I think that what Mike's saying is actually like a very beautiful thing, which is just like he has somehow organized his life into a compound where anyone can show up and be who they are with no judgment whatsoever. And those types of places are very rare.
All right, fair enough.
No matter where, like we're not even talking about the United States. We're talking about like anywhere in the world.
So I think
it's very rare that you can show up to a place like that and just like you can be who you are, have a conversation with somebody, indulge in what you want to indulge in, and it's all like a safe place for you. That's an awesome thing that you've done. And
I
so,
agree.
like, I don't care what anyone else says.
I agree.
Like,
What I would say is
an awesome thing.
I want to know the opposite perspective. Like what I'm saying is like I think that most people here would feel the same way. What happens when someone doesn't feel that way and shows up to your place?
What do you mean when they don't feel what way?
Like fucking like that they're here, they're comfortable. Like what I'm saying is like I think that everyone here agrees. Like we would have a great fucking time at your place.
Oh, Mike, Mike, the truth is we're jealous, brother.
Yeah. We're jealous. Like that's
we're
what I'm saying.
jealous because you live in the dream, man. You live in the goddamn dream. You got a house, it's millions of dollars.
When a square shows up, what do? That's what I'm saying.
Well, this is how it kind of happens. So, like sometimes I like to fuck with the audience. Like I like to create an experience. I'm very I don't know how you would say this, but
you take your shirt off while you're talking to us.
Like Fight Club flashing dicks. Yeah, I get it.
I'll go shirtless if you go shirtless, Mike.
Well, I mean, I'm always shirtless, so it doesn't matter.
You have like a vest on. I just want to feel the vibe.
I have my passed away pug tattoo here.
Fuck
and I have the word "live free or die," which is very ironic when you go to jail and you're like they're reading off your tattoo and this is "live free or die."
I know it's like New Hampshire. That's their motto. Prisoners in New Hampshire.
Like it's more of like a statement though, right?
They're like you'll be out in 6 months.
Yeah, man. It's like
Large has
look
at Large. Large got live
with,
free. Look at him.
Do I necessarily agree with the political climate of society here in America? No. But do I believe in the passionate idea of what America once was supposed to be? Yes. You know, and we can go on a whole nother fucking that shit.
Hey Mike.
But
hey Mike.
I see you. And I'll raise you one cheap $8 Hawaiian shirt from
yes,
Amazon.
Mike. Wow. Mike, I'm asking about security. What if someone acts up?
This got real.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Now Patty's going too.
Pat looks so much better than me right now.
Patty! I got some.
Okay, it's all out.
Mike, do you understand? Mike, now do you get it? Mike, you reach people, man. You reach people.
Pay forward.
That's the beauty of it. That's
real time right now.
Hey, where'd you go? Come on.
You know what? The coronavirus doesn't have shit on one dude taking his shirt off because one dude takes his shirt off and 9 other guys immediately.
That's how revolution started.
That's right.
Salud.
Hello, fellas. Oh yeah, nice one, Kate.
Hey guys, how's it going?
No,
nice, Kate.
I can tell y'all.
I
honestly, if I wanted to, I could probably go out to the campgrounds and find one of the members. Because a lot of these members, they've been members for years, and I become real life friends with them, and they wind up they have like campers and RVs on my property, and I let them stay here. I don't. It's cool as long as they're helping and doing things.
Perfect.
And several of them have battled with social anxiety, not being able to be themselves, because they come from, some of these people that meet me. I'm like this crazy preacher that serves beer at church. So I'm like a beacon to the world of people that want to find a place so they can be individuals and just and have fun and not be. I hate to make it all sound all.
Mike, I have a question, real quick. You know how you catch big mice, big traps.
Have what? Have what?
Say it again, Large.
You know how you catch big mice? Big traps.
Big traps. Yeah, Large has got some big old traps right there.
Big
You see them?
Big traps.
You see the size of those things?
Those are pretty impressive.
Kate's shirt looks like the grandmother from There's Something About Mary.
Magda?
Like
shirt.
Katie's shirt.
I got the speed.
Anytime you see yourself,
Yeah,
God, I'm so fucking. It's terrible.
Like one of my members, I gave a trip to Colombia. I flew them. One of the random members of mine, I literally drew their name out of one of those little tumblers, and I called them up and I said, "Hey, I'm bringing you to Colombia with me," and I paid for everything. And this guy might necessarily not be the most socially comfortable person, but by the end of the trip, he was like popping off, wild off, getting crazy, having fun, and that's it's like a really rewarding thing because I do live.
That makes you feel good, right? Like, you're changing people's lives.
Yeah, no, and I hate to sound like that, but yeah, definitely.
But what about you though? Because like we're getting back to you. Like you.
That's how I get my kicks. I'm addicted to that.
All right, good.
I'm like the class clown that never grew up. Like I love making people laugh.
You make thousands and thousands and thousands of people feel good, but like you throughout this interview have been like feeling okay, and then like how do you feel good?
By making, I'm a pres, like I forget the analogy, whatever it is, like the clown that's like always trying to make everyone else happy. I'm definitely that guy. Like I'm definitely like the guy who's a prisoner of his own art.
Fair enough. So you know that, but is there a secret thing that you do that makes you feel good?
Like a Smokey Robinson song.
Right.
Yeah, it's a clown. Yeah.
Like the 1% of times that people aren't really in your house. Mike, what makes you feel good?
Just making other people feel good.
Come on.
Hey, PFT, will you all make us feel good? Will you play us a song that we can all sing along to?
Yeah, Mike, what song can you sing along to? Let's play.
If you went Tears of a Clown right now,
God, no.
it would blow the earth.
One round.
So
I mean,
Mike,
I could do.
Like I wasted 10 years of my life in the music business.
How about Sublime? Sublime, maybe.
I started managing this guy's band.
This is a podcast.
Sublime.
Just say a good sing along song.
This is Joe. He's a veteran. He came to my
40 Ounce of Freedom
blowjob parties.
40 ounces.
Oh, hey, Eric. A lot of people are asking for Wheatus's Teenage Dirtbag.
Chopped liver, but
well,
Eric,
we don't know the
Wheatus Teenage Dirtbag.
Okay.
Getting cold.
Yeah, we have
that one goes.
It's so hot.
Request for it.
You're drunk?
Do you know the words to that, Pat?
I'm just a teenage dirtbag, baby. Listen to Iron Maiden.
Give me one song we can all sing along to, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Do you understand that?
Imagine.
Pat, do you understand that? Do you understand the concept behind that? It's about a podcast.
Hey, brother. I'm not in the comment section, okay? The comment section is in the comment section.
You can sing the song, It's about a podcast that's no longer with us, RFP. It's about
Google,
fucking,
Can you turn the volume down to 10%?
Wheatus is about a podcast that's no longer with us.
We could do what I got, our Santeria.
Yeah, Sublime.
I feel like Sublime. Is there a deeper cut?
It's still
cut.
This chick.
40 Ounce of Freedom.
Sublime.
But they're like,
if we're going Sublime,
like that's why they always wear hats.
Anything.
My
okay.
PFT, lead the show.
See that? Do you guys hear that?
I'm so drunk. I played session.
hear that?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I'm so
You
drunk.
got your hair permed.
You got your red dress on. Second gear was such a turn on. And the fog on my window tells me that the morning's here and you'll come before too long.
Colder in the freezer.
Damn, I shouldn't start that talk. Well, life is one big question when you're staring at the clock. And a 40
Ounces
ounce
always
freedom
waiting
is
at
the
the
only
liquor store.
store.
40 ounces of freedom. So I take
10 o'clock.
What? PFT, cut it! PFT, cut it!
I'm not going back.
Oh.
I'm not going back.
You heard of
PFT, we got to get something more broad. It wasn't broad enough. It wasn't broad enough.
What? 40 ounces of freedom.
My internet is fucking up. I'm gonna try and restart this.
Okay, Pat, we'll see you in a minute. It wasn't broad enough. We need something broader.
Okay, Santeria.
All right.
Mike, you know Santeria?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I own the sausage
I cannot
house.
She's like, yeah, I know Santeria.
You idiot.
What about this?
One of those sublime dudes bad bitch fucking came out. I don't know.
Yeah, I know Santeria. I own the sausage house.
You guys like Bob Marley?
Yeah.
Do you imagine?
Yep.
I was channeling my inner Bob Marley yesterday.
Say it in. You know the Bob Marley tunes?
Up Bob Marley.
Oh, Iris, yes, hand of the Almighty. I don't know the words.
Eric, it's too broad. PFT is too broad. It's too broad. It's too broad. It's too broad. It's too broad.
You heard of these guys?
No.
Dial it in, PFT.
What about?
That woman don't cry. No. No one knows the verses. No one knows the verses.
I remember. Okay.
When we used to.
Yusi, what do you know?
Used to say.
Yusi, what do you know?
I know.
Smoke 2 joints in the morning.
2 joints?
I smoke 2 joints at night. Turn this off.
Mike,
How
what
about
is
this
your favorite song?
I'm very distracted right now. What's going on in the room right now?
Mike, what's happening in
Are you
your
getting a blowjob, Mike?
Show us? Mike, can you show
No,
us?
I'm not.
Mike, are you getting a
Yeah, you
blowjob?
wanna see what's going on?
Mike looks
Are you ready
satisfied.
for this?
Mike, are you getting a blowjob?
No.
Mike,
No.
Mike,
No.
Mike. Show me your
Mike.
pants.
My friend just came here. He has no clothes on.
Show me your pants, Mike.
Oh, did you see that?
He's naked.
Everyone shut up.
It's safe for work.
That's all I got.
What's the song?
Bugs, what do you want to sing?
He
If Lars and St. Air would button down a little, it looks like a news column.
It's a news call. I'm gonna get someone pregnant later too. That's why I've been handing out a fake name.
Like me tonight.
'Cause,
Is it hot in here or am I just fat?
I just got I'm naked and
It's hot in here, Mike. It's hot in here. Hey, real quick, shout out Rebecca, Theory Rebecca, at Theory Rebecca, who's been running this whole stream.
You know what's funny?
Rebecca's awesome.
Rebecca is awesome.
All right, so we got to get a song together, Mike. Unless you're getting a blowjob, if you're getting a blowjob, you got to fucking tell us, bro. It's not cool. Unless
Yeah,
you get
not
one.
right now.
Okay. All right, then okay. So
I feel like Mike's an open book.
We swung twice.
Now
We
I'm
missed.
joking.
We need something very broad that everyone knows. What? So, like, here's the deal. PFT, call out the song on the
Imagine.
stream. Raise your hand if you
Imagine.
know it. Raise your hand if you know it.
No, imagine my turn.
Hey.
All right, PFT's going to call
hey,
the song.
just
He
play
needs a 6 out of 6.
Rage Against the Machine.
All the small things.
All the small things?
Play something.
There you go. Story
I
of my
know
life.
it.
I mean, Large was like 28 when I
Does everyone else know it? Raise your hand if you know it.
I mean, sort of.
Oh, yeah, it's a sort of. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Well, I mean, Large
Ball
was
and
like
chain.
Large was
Ball
trained
and
to
chain.
stop when that came out.
Ball and chain.
Ball and chain.
Ball and chain.
No, it's not good. It's not good, PFT.
I love that song. I could sing that song.
Right, right.
Ann loves it.
Ball and chain. Ball and chain.
Mike, you know ball and chain?
And I'll sing it
I'll
too.
go Social D.
Yeah, a little social
Ball and chain.
D.
Good.
Social D.
Mike,
Go ahead, play it.
I don't know. Does anybody know the words?
I know, but
I thought we were going to chorus. Oh, sorry, PFT.
That's the hurdle.
But I sit.
Just say I love you.
God
Say I love
damn it.
you. I love you. Say I love you. Say I love you.
Keyboard to that.
Say I love you.
Hold on, Rebecca
Say I love you.
Only one? I'm not the only one. Am I the only one?
I don't need to be on the internet.
Say I love you.
Oh.
Say I love you.
Beauty. Certainly can though.
I don't want to be on the internet.
Huh?
That dog's a lesbian.
You gonna do some Beast of Burden?
I don't
You
know.
see
I
what
think
the
they're
fuck's going on there?
coming to
Well, it's impossible to hear.
I'm gonna go continue my.
Play whatever you want. I mean,
Busey, why is that dude nude? Why is that dude nude? Hold on. Why is that
There's
dude
a bunch of
nude?
people here. There's a bunch of drunk people here right now.
Show me something.
Rolling Stones, baby.
Your
Yeah.
Beast of Burden took from miles from my arm. Never.
I've seen Rolling Stones live. One of the best nights of my life.
I don't know any words. I rough it up. Never.
Awesome.
You off, Jim.
Hey, how's them liquid Vicodins?
Huh?
How's them liquid Vicodins?
Huge thank you to Mike Busey, who hopped on for this like whole entire hour and beyond for being
Big
just
thank you.
like,
Thank you to everybody.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Mike, can we be friends? I think I could say on behalf of the 6 or 7 of us, can we be friends?
Yeah, we're already all friends already.
But if I get married and I send an invitation and it's 6 states away, can you make it?
Is it open bar? Are you
Yeah, bro, I'm not a child.
Non-corona open bar.
Large is my friend. It's open bar. I'm not a child.
Honestly, I feel like after tonight that
Hey, I've been to some shitty weddings before.
No, Mike, it's open bar. The food's good. I'm not a child, okay? But
we
I
can
want you to be
definitely
at my
hang out with
wedding.
Mike after tonight.
Are you in love? Are you in love? When are you getting married? Where are you getting married at?
Right.
I
do
can't
feel
speak
like
to any of
there's-
that, unfortunately, on this stream.
Damn,
But
good question,
soon,
Mike.
Well,
within the
I don't
next 2
know.
years, and
Right. Like
but you'll be there. Will you be there? That's all I want to know.
Yeah.
He's from Orlando.
Yeah. I would love for all y'all, if you could, DM me on Instagram and I'll follow you back. And
We
stuff,
will.
so I can
Yes, we
keep
will.
track.
Yo, Mike, put this shit out there. This video out there. It's gonna be good stuff.
Yeah. Just send me a DM on Instagram and then
My
I'll follow you back and shit.
My
We'll leave it at
brother-in-law,
6 white dudes.
my brother-in-law and
Six white guys.
sister-in-law are in Orlando, and my wife's family's in Tampa. I'm in Florida all the time, buddy. I'd like to. I'd
Well,
like to
you're
meet
all
you.
welcome.
I'd like to meet you.
Aside, you're all welcome to come hang out.
Yeah, I'd like to meet you.
Seriously, I don't. If I say it, I mean it. So
No,
you're all welcome
Mike,
to
Mike,
all-
Mike,
everybody here.
Mike, and I'll say this: we've been literally following your lifestyle for a year and a half, very, very, very intently. We're big fans.
Well, I really appreciate that. I really do. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Well, hey, brother, thank you for doing what you do.
Thank you, Pat. I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Mike. Have a good night, buddy.
Yeah, man. Have a good night, guys. Stay away from the coronas.
Hell yeah, you too, buddy.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Kate, for inviting me to this. Nice meeting everybody.
Round of applause for Mike. Round of applause for Mike.